KO the base here. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. KO Boxing. Knockout 86. Knockout Boxing. Whatever you want to call me, I'm live. I'm here. We back. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And please be sure to share the video on your social media platforms to let everybody know where we talking boxing at. First, let me say shout out to my dog, Cathenis Gill, 5-piece. No biscuit in the cash app. He say, come by Mac Loaded at the fair. Boy, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. You said Mac Loaded. Loaded mac and cheese? Sign me up. I also add shout out to Dre, being a member. New member Dre. What up, Dre? Salute. Welcome to the channel as a member. We got Tim Carey, not Jim Carey, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. Also, please hit that like button. Donate to the channel. Hit that super chat button. It's right there where you leaving a comment right now. Show your support for the hard work and the dedication. And also, the Cash App is right there underneath the avatar. You see it. $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV is the Cash App. Let's see who we got in the building. Let's get straight to work. Let's see who all is in the building, and let's get straight to work. We got Awesomer. What up? We got Realistic Washington fan. What's up? Mr. Bono, what's good with you? Victor's in the building. Trap Band, what's up, homie? Opulent LD TV, what's good? All things. Brother Huey Q, Opix ID. Z in the building. Cathenis Gill, what up? TY, 007, what's up? Tim Carey, not Jim Carey, what's up? Skills from New Orleans. Mr. Make 'em Sick, Lee Jackson, Victor in the building. Everything healthy. Million Films, what's up with you, bro? Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, fam. Y'all, please run them likes up, man. Run them likes up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I see you backstage. I got to speak to the people, then I will let you up. Just give me a minute. We got Biz0128. What up? Darnell Schaefer. What's good with you? King Cappy. Ryder Block. What up? We got Marquis. Milo. What's good? DC Dre. What up? Ruben Langford. What's good with you? Ty, what up? We got Nostalgia Life. Dundrick, what's good with you? Victor, what's up? What up, bro? Salute to you. He say skills, Bud may be the GOAT, but Tank is the one and only face of boxing. Dundrick, then what up, man? Salute. And Ty again. Look, we got 68 people in the building. Y'all know what we got to get to, man. Y'all know where the lights got to be. Looks like I got somebody trying to challenge me to a debate backstage right now. If y'all want to see me debate, I need y'all to hit the damn like button, man. Run the lights up. Y'all know they playing games right now. So I need y'all to hit the like. Mike Moss, what up? Salute to you. P. Lie, what up? Mr. Davis, what up? I've already touched on that a lot, Mr. Davis. I don't feel the need to have debates that I've already bodied multiple people on, bro. But yes, the idea that Earl and PBC was running from Bud Crawford when he decided to make the decision to go and sign over to Top Rank in 2018, that's crazy to me. You signed there knowing that it make the fights harder to make. So I'm not trying to hear that shit. Shout out to Trey Skills. What up, bro? Salute. Sam Williams. What up, Sammy? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. TJ Donald. What up? Salute, bro. Salute. We got 71 people in the building. I need 100 likes. I need 100 likes, then I can get started on this shit, man. Big Bob Gunn. What up, Big Bob Gunn? Salute, bro. Salute to you, fam. Hope all is well with everybody. Enjoying this Monday. Monday, the start of the week. Don't nobody really want to work. Don't nobody really want to go into the office, but you have to. You gotta start the week off right so you can end it strong. Look, I'm gonna get into one topic while I'm waiting on the likes. And then once we get the likes up, once the chat warms up, then we might have our first little smoke of the day. Because I got somebody backstage. Appreciate your patience. To the person backstage, we got to get this shit. Got to get this shit right. Then we'll have you up here. 100 likes with 70 people. Yeah, because I need the likes up. Because they ain't sending out notifications, Prop Dan. And watch, as y'all hit the like button, they going to start coming in here. The 8 people that just came in, hit the like button. We got Jalen James with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the Super Chat. Says, thank you to GOAT promoter Bill Haney for getting Canelo dethroned. # blame Bill. We will not be giving Bill Haney credit for what Terence Crawford did to Canelo Alvarez. Terence Crawford gets all the credit, bro. WTF Media, what's up? So I'm gonna start here, bro. I'm gonna start here before we start talking about the main topics. William Old School, what up? And that is this. Eddie Hearn just admitted Turki Al-Sheikh was a dictator. Yep, he sure did, bro. Let me play this for you. It's only about 3 minutes long. That'll give y'all time to hit this like button. Let's share this. B Moore's finest in the building. What's up? Let's make this screen big. This is on Ariel Hawani's YouTube channel. Y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Let's play this real quick.
Who?
Turki and Dana.
Working with Turki Al-Sheikh is a wild ride. And Dana works at a high.
I'm going to pause this. We got 100 people in the building. The minute y'all get the likes to 100, we'll see what King Cappy is talking about, because he said he wanted to debate me on the topic. So he pulled up. He's here. We're going to see what's going on with him. But y'all got to get the likes to 100. Then we'll get it started. So run my likes up to 100, and then we'll get going. Until then, we're going to talk about this Eddie Hearn shit.
Mark Shapiro, Nick Khan, all these people. I mean, they're very, very good at what they do. Very smart. But they also like to do what they do and what they want to do. And Turki Al-Sheikh, I'm just being straight. He doesn't really allow you to do what you want to do. He does what he wants to do, and you follow. And I've learned over the years of working with him, your advice mainly falls on deaf ears. But I've also learned that he's definitely not an idiot. He's a very smart guy. And there's a method to the madness. But the traditional ways of going on sale through tickets or announcing the press conference or even announcing the fight is just not the traditional way with him. and I think they're going to clash. But money's money, isn't it? I mean, you know, it depends if sometimes you're prepared to keep your mouth quiet and do as you're told. I am. Are they?
Say, bro. Say, dog. Eddie Hearn out here letting it be known that Turkey ain't listening to shit. He the money, he believe that y'all do what the hell he said. Let me get this camera on too, by the way. He the money, y'all do what the hell he say, bro. That's how he coming, bro. And I've never been fucking with it. And for those of y'all that love turkey so much, that gobble turkey, that love turkey, that be on this Johnson and shit, bro. It's somebody working close with him, letting you know, ain't no, oh, we gonna come to this agreement together. Ain't no, oh, let's collaborate. No, it's my money gives me the power to tell you what the hell to do. So shut the hell up and do what I said. And is that gonna play over with Dana White? Is that gonna play over with Khan over there at the WWE and all the success they've had at WWE and the UFC? I think not, bro. I think not. 109 people in here. Where we at on the likes? Let's get a like count going, bro. So for me personally, bro, I'm not surprised by this. And now you can see why him and Top Rank and Bob Arum ain't seeing eye to eye on everything. You can see why Golden Boy, even Eddie Hearn, why they kind of bucking up a little bit and they don't like the fact that he brought Dana White into the business, bro. You can see why Premier Boxing Champions is doing their own thing, and then, okay, we'll work with you when it makes sense. Okay, it don't make sense. Because ain't nobody about to just let you come in and take over their company like that. Some will. Maybe Oscar De La Hoya is doing it right now. Tim Carey say we had 78 likes. I need 22 people to hit the like button. We got 112 in here early. No reason we shouldn't be up to 100 likes, bro. I'm trying to get to this smoke, but I need y'all to get to 100. I need y'all to get to 100 likes, bro. Everybody can't donate to the channel. Everybody can't hit the Cash App or the Super Chat. But y'all can do what's free. Y'all can hit that damn like button. Mr. Fish, what up? D. Willie Thomas, what's good, bro? Nelson Rosario, I see you. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in here, man. Straight up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. So for Eddie Hearn to say that shit, it just lets me know that he ain't really trying to do nothing with his company, and that's why he treated Shakur the way he did. He did whatever Turkey told him to do with Shakur. He didn't put a single matchroom dollar into Shakur Stevenson, y'all. Bubs Boxing, what's up, Bubs? Salute to you. I got somebody backstage, then you can be next. What up, LaRon Jones? Salute, LaRon Jones. Who? LaRon Jones. What up, bro? Hey, Sostain, I see you. 122 people in the building. We get to 100 likes. I got Bubs Boxing in here. He trying to debate. I got cat named King Cappy backstage. He trying to debate. But I need y'all to do y'all part, bro. I got everything, B-More. I got everything you sent. Kokui, what up? These promoters gonna have to start doing their job and hand their motherfucking companies over to Turkey. It's that simple to me, bro. It's that simple. Either start doing your job, get better at it. Marshawn West, what up? Kevin Livingston, what's up? We at 94. I need 6 people to hit the like button. Either you start doing your job better and promoting better. Kurt Hurd, what up, homie? Or Turkey trying to take over your shit, man. Turkey trying to take over your shit. All right, we at 100. We at 100. Give me 1 second. Do that. King Cappy, what's up?
Peace, beloved. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm chilling, fam. How you doing?
I'm well, man.
Shout out to Ace Sostain with the 5-piece in the Cash App. He say, been slacking on the Cash Apps. My bad. It's all good, bro. I appreciate your support. All right, bro. What's up, man? What you trying to talk about?
So your recent video where you spoke about Tank tweeting during the fight and your speculation, your conclusion is you thinking that, you know what I mean, he was talking about Terence Crawford. It was a clear speculation. He sent the tweet. It was about 10-something p.m. when he sent the tweet before the fight actually took place between Canelo and Crawford. So to speculate, that's kind of like a reach. And my issue is with most people, most boxing channels, is they give their opinions and then they speak as if it's factual, and then they come with a whole lot of emotions behind what it is, man, that they got to say about Tank. And I get it. You know what I mean? He's elite. People want to see him up against the best, and people want to see him, period. You know what I mean? As much as possible throughout the course of the year, as opposed to only seeing him one time. So my thing with you is, in regards to your last video, speaking about Terence Crawford, why would you speculate and reach so far, you know what I mean, just to create a video or to have something to say in regards to Tank? People stay with Tank's name in their mouth, and I get it. You know what I mean? He's a superstar, he's elite, but sometimes it's a little reckless and it's a little bit emotional. And it shows, you know what I mean, lack of awareness of Tank. Tank told y'all he's a prize fighter. And in the whole situation with Jake Paul, I get it. I don't want to see him fight Jake Paul, but I'm understanding of the move that he is making, because truly you fans can care two fucks about Tank. The minute something or a situation happened, or if he was to happen to lose and things of this nature, then you hear all these talks from these same so-called fans that will have something reckless to say. So I wouldn't give a fuck about what a fan got to say in regards to me making a move. For once I'm out of boxing, my kids, my family, straight. That's what the move is about. Capitalizing on his celebrity, capitalizing on the attention and the attraction that he garners, you know what I mean, to even get into a Jake Paul fight and make a certain amount of money. So that's a power move right there. And it's for other boxing channels that want to sit here, man, and say Tank is scared. For what? The fuck is he scared for? There's not a fighter out in the 135, 140 division, and I can even go even the 150, 154, that is even on the level of skill. This nigga Tank is highly skilled. So all that Tank is scared, come on, man, that's low consciousness. And it's just a bunch of hate. And then another thing, man, an issue I just want to bring up is Shakur Stevenson. He stayed with Tank.
Are you talking to me about stuff I said, or you just ranting about stuff?
Okay, well, we can end right there, and you can address what it is that I said about what you said.
Are you on the West Coast or the East Coast?
I'm on the East Coast.
So Tank Davis said that at 10:23 Eastern Standard Time?
I'm not aware of when he said it.
No, you said that he said that D riding is crazy at 10:23 p.m.
Because when I seen the tweet on the video, that's the timestamp, man, that it gave. Now, whether it was Eastern or whatever time it was, that's what I'm not aware of. So I'm going off what it is, man, that I saw of the timestamp of the tweet.
Mm-hmm. So just so you know, that was sent to me from one of my homies, and that was a screenshot from one of my homies on the West Coast, bro.
I'm not talking about what it is, man, that you
so the West Coast is 3 hours ahead of you.
I'm understanding of that. What I'm saying to you is I'm watching a video that has nothing to do with Knockout Boxing TV. I see a tweet that Tank made and it said 10 something p.m. So this is what I'm basing what it is that I'm saying off of. Now, if it was a different time frame, then that's on me for not saying that. But still in all, even
so what was he talking about?
What was who talking about?
Tank Davis. When he said the D riding is crazy, who or what was he talking about?
What he's talking about and what you said is all speculation. And what it is, man, that I would say.
What is he talking about?
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. You asking me what is he talking about? You gave a speculation of what you thought he may have been talking about. So 100%. Now you ask. So now
I said it, and in the video, I said this is what I think. That's what content creation is. You see something, you tell people what to think about it.
Exactly. Listen, the problem is your level of emotion always got Tank's name in your mouth, and then you reaching. You reaching with a
Tank name in my mouth talking negatively about him?
Say that again.
So I'm always hating on Tank, is what you're saying?
Nah, of course not. You're not always hating on Tank. That's not what I'm saying.
So
I'm talking. I'm talking about.
Who do you know that don't have Tank name in their mouth that's talking boxing, bro?
I already said it in the beginning of when I started that everyone has Tank's name in their mouth.
Because he is one of the most popular, most polarizing fighters in boxing.
I already said that.
If you make
you
content,
what it is, I already said.
If you make content talking boxing, you'd be stupid not to talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. That's like having a football channel and not talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
So what I'm saying is your speculation is opinion. Your speculation is opinion. It's not fact. And you speak as if what you're saying is factual. This is what I'm trying to say to you.
I say that I have my opinion and I use facts to back it up. So my opinion
is what facts is backing up? You sitting there saying, man, that Terence Crawford was who he was talking about. What facts do you have for that?
Because Terence Crawford was hating on Tank when they asked Terence Crawford about Jake Paul.
Oh,
Terence Crawford, I'm answering your question, bro. I'm answering your question.
You're just trying to pull something in to create, you know what I mean, a basement for your argument. That's
King Cappy. I don't mind having you up here. Let me talk on my own channel though, brother. Let me finish what I'm saying. And then when I finish my answer, you go ahead, bro. Now, the reason that I believe it's Terence Crawford, because I feel like that is the person that he has the most bad blood with that was in that whole situation. He likes Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, he even wore his gloves in the fight one time. And then he tried to wear his gloves in the fight again, and Floyd made him take them off. So I don't think he's talking about Canelo. I think he's talking about Bud because him and Bud have been going back and forth for a long time. Ever since Tank said some shit about Turkey. Bud got in there defending Turkey. Tank was talking about his wife. He was talking about his kids. Bud Crawford said that he don't like Tank at all. And then the most recent comments that Bud Crawford made about Tank Davis were comments negatively towards his Jake Paul fight. So as a result, if I see Tank Davis tweeting in the middle of a Bud Crawford Canelo Alvarez event, I'm assuming that he's watching it. And I'm assuming with him that he's talking about somebody glazing Terence Crawford, because the most glazing going on was for Canelo Alvarez and for Terence Bud Crawford. They not glazing Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas Jr., my nigga. Nobody knows them. They not glazing Christian Mbille and Lester Martinez, bro. Nobody knows them. The glazing that was going on was for Canelo Alvarez, who's supposed to be an all-time great fighter, and Terence Bud Crawford, who's supposed to be an all-time great fighter. So I put my thinking cap on, my nigga, and I turn it around for you, because yes, it's a Cowboys hat. I put my thinking cap on, my nigga, and I said, okay, Tank don't like them glazing somebody. Why would he be mad if they glazing Canelo? Because he fuck with Canelo. Why would he be mad if they glazing Canelo? Because he said Canelo is one of his favorite fighters. So I'm going to say, you know what, bro? I think he's talking about Bud, because him and Bud don't like each other. So is it my opinion? Yes, I stated it was my opinion. And I just listed all those facts to say this is why that's my opinion. No emotions, just logic, facts, and here's my opinion. Now, if you don't think my opinion is correct, what I always ask someone, give me a better logical reason as to who and what he was talking about when he tweeted that out. Give me something better than the argument that I just made.
So here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to argue what it is, man, that you think, and I'm not going to create something, man, you know what I mean, to speculate what Tank and why he said what he tweeted and who he was talking about. This is all speculation, and that's not what I'm going to do. I'm just here, man, to say to you in regards, man, to that video and what it is, man, that you was saying within that video. It's just a stretch. It's a reach, and it's just a whole bunch of fuckery nonsense.
So
irrelevant.
It's fuckery, it's reach, but you're not willing to provide a better argument.
The better argument is this. It's speculation. If I sit there and provide for you a better argument, that's a waste of my time with fucking opinions. I'm not here, man, to sit there and create a whole fucking
but I am.
debate about
you realize I am a content creator.
I understand what the fuck
that,
you
right?
is, man. I understand what the fuck you is.
So what I am
You
supposed
are
to
an
do is
emotional
to make
content
content that people
creator in
like.
regards, man, to some of your opinions. You get very emotional, and then
What
you
was
speak as
emotional about what I just said to you, bro?
bro. What I'm talking about is the fact that you even created a video on speculation, and then you try to come with these facts.
That is what
Everything you said,
everyone does, bro.
everything
That
you
is what
said was.
everybody does. You realize that? Do you watch Stephen A. Smith? Do you
I
watch
don't watch.
ESPN First Take? Do you
I
watch
don't
any
watch
sports
ESPN.
shows?
I don't watch ESPN.
What sports broadcaster do you know right now in any sport that doesn't speculate?
Bro, we understand, man, that it's speculation. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. But you speak as if what you're saying is actual factual based off of the facts that you did mention of Terence Crawford, which is facts.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you speak as if what you're saying is factual.
So you don't like the conviction with which I speak. You don't like that I'm so confident in my opinions, is what you're saying. So basically, my nigga, you don't like my confidence. That's all I'm hearing right now, bro. You don't like the fact that I'm so convincing with my argument that not only can you not come up with a better argument,
bro,
you mad that I'm so convincing and that I believe in it so much. That
bro, you're not convincing though. You may think that you are because you confident about yourself, as you should be. Any individual should have confidence within themselves, especially if you're a content creator. Especially 100%. If you're a content creator. Mm-hmm. But all I'm saying is this: to speculate and to create a video or a big conversation, man, with opinions, it's just pointless to me. And then at this point, I'm constantly seeing people with tanks. I'm a Tanks fan, by the way. I don't know if you know that, but I'm a Tanks fan, by the way. And then just the amount of talk that goes against this man based off of this recent Jake Paul situation, and then even off of the Lamont Roach situation, it's just a bit emotional. That's just the way I see it. It's just a bit emotional.
Well,
but I'm
not emotional. There's 5,000 people and 335 likes that disagree with you on that video that you're talking about, and I'm gonna keep creating content. If he tweets something else today, I'm gonna use the facts that I know, and I'm gonna try to think about what he mean by it. If he being cryptic with it, I'm gonna continue to make content, bro. And guess what? You can be a Tank Davis fan. There's none more real and none that's bigger than me, though, bro. There's no bigger Tank fan than me at all. So I hear what you're saying, but all you telling me basically is you mad that I speculated and that I gave my opinion so strongly and I spoke as if it was fact. I can't help that my delivery is my delivery, my nigga. That's all I can tell you. My delivery is my delivery. I am who I am. And I'm not just up here saying BS. What I think you should be concerned with, since you want to be the content creator police, because that's what it sounds like to me, be concerned with people that try to do the same shit I do, but they don't give you no facts to bag it up. Go to those channels and go debate them about how they can tell you some bullshit, and then they don't have no facts, no logic, no nothing to try to tell you why they telling you what they telling you. At least over here, what you gonna get from me is I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you why I think it, and then I ain't gonna block nobody. I ain't gonna time you out. All I'm gonna do is tell you, pull up on me, let's have a conversation. And as a matter of fact, when you drop a comment when you get off of here, I'm gonna give you a wrench and tell you I fuck with you and let you be a mod on the channel, because that's how I move, bro. But I'm not gonna change my delivery just because somebody don't like that I'm convincing with it or I'm speaking as if it's fact. Yeah, I speak as if I believe in what I'm saying, bro, because I really do. I really believe in what I'm saying. And unless somebody can give me a better argument, which you have admitted that you can't and you think it's pointless, then, bro, I'm going to keep with my argument until proven wrong, bro.
Beloved, I didn't admit anything. You know what I mean? You tend to run off your distorted way of thinking. And that's okay, man. You know what I mean? This is you're a content creator.
What's distorted about my way of thinking, bro?
Distorted meaning that what you think is actually what it is. You believe in what the fuck you're saying. Distorted way of thinking, this is what you do. And that's okay, because once again, you should have confidence in what it is in your ability to articulate.
In yourself. That's what distorted mean, that you believe in yourself?
Nah, nigga. Pay attention. I said distortions. Let me tell you what distortions is. You had thoughts in your head, and then you put it out there, man, as if it's fucking reality and factual. And then you run with those distortions behind your levels of fucking emotions. That's what distortion means, bro.
Cool. So in the video, when I said, and I quote, I don't know who he's talking about. He could be talking about Turkey. He could be talking about Bud. This is what I think.
In your fucking distorted mind, in your fucking distorted mind, you came up with Terence Crawford.
Who else could he be talking about outside of Bud or Turkey?
I'm not here to do all of that, bro.
Because there's no.
You're the content creator. You're the content creator that is here to do that, to create content. 100%. So I get it. So continue doing what you're doing.
You were here to watch and complain or find some content that you like better than mine, bro. I don't know what to tell you, fam. I really don't.
Listen.
This is really not a debate. This is just you not liking the way that I deliver my message. Because you can't. Did I say anything illogical to you? No. Did I say anything that wasn't backed up by facts? No. I gave my opinion and told you why I have it, and you got a problem with that.
It is illogical when you putting out speculation and opinions, but you're a content creator, so this is what you do. Every single
person that's in news media, that's an analyst, is like wrong to you. Like I'm trying to figure this out.
Nah, bro, because you can say something, right? And it can actually be factual based off of facts, along with what it is, man, that you are saying. It can actually be factual. But in regards to what it is, man, that you said, there's no facts there aside from just the facts of why you're saying what you're saying. What brought you to the point of saying what it is, man, that you're saying. But I'm not here, man, to go back and forth, man. It's clear, you know what I mean? This is what you do. You're a content creator. I fucks with you in regards, man, to your level of observation with certain fighters. Mason being one of them. And a lot of people, man, tend to want to say, well, Mason ain't that guy. So you tend to have level of awareness, man, to observe properly. And this is why I fucks with you and watch your video from time to time.
I got somebody behind you, and I want to say this, but everything I've said about Abdullah Mason to this point would also be speculation, correct?
It'd be speculation, man, but it's
why don't you have a problem with me speculating about Abdullah Mason, but you have a problem with me speculating about me?
I'm gonna tell you why, beloved. The reason why I don't have a problem with you speculating against Abdullah Mason, because your speculation against certain fighters, just like Bam Bam Rodriguez, and proven to be correct about that, it shows, man, that you have keen insight when you are observing a fighter. So this is why when you say things about Abdullah Mason, this is factual. You can clearly fucking see what we dealing with when we looking, man, at a fighter like Abdullah Mason. So this is why I don't consider it reckless speculation. I'll say that. It's actually on point, high level consciousness type shit. So this is why I'm not correlating that to what it is, man, that we talking about here today, man. But with that being said, man, peace, love to the family.
All right, man, take it easy, bro.
In the chat.
Salute to you. Yeah. Big Bub's Boxing. What's up, Bub?
What's good with you, pimp?
What's happening with you, fam? Salute to you, bro. What's good?
Hey, look, man, this is a review,
real quick, before you go. Y'all hit the like button. We got 260 people in here. I need 225. What my damn likes at? Hold on for y'all. Y'all be playing with me, man. Y'all really be playing with old KO sometime, man. I don't like it. Where we at? 146. Y'all, come on, bro. 200 likes, please. 200 likes. We got 147. It's 260 in here. I need y'all to hit 200 likes real quick. I need 55 people to hit the like button. So if you came in, you forgot all that shit, that's cool. Hit the like button. I got somebody behind Bubs. I'm going to debate Bubs on what he want to debate on. And then after that, I'm not going to do nothing else until we get the like button.
This ain't really a debate. This is a review. Well, we gotta
go ahead. Yeah, talk to me, bro. You gotta.
This is we gotta review your tank status, bro. You doing a lot of tap dancing, and moving around.
I'm not a Tank fan no more.
As a CEO of the Tank committee, bro, we gotta pull you in for
Who's
a review.
the CEO?
Yeah, we gotta pull you in for a review. See, I laid back, man, because you was going to town, bro. You was standing up for Tank, standing on business, all 10, right? But man, now I'm starting to see you starting to help them bully my boy a little bit, man. You starting to back foot and pivot a little bit and get on your back foot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not feeling that fight from you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I need you to stand 10 toes down when it comes to Tank, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, bro, we only got one. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to bully my man for a long time. Now here go what I want to, in your own words, just yesterday, right?
I'm listening.
You were saying that it's hard for a boy, for somebody with a longer reach, right? And a height advantage. It's hard. It's hard for them to take a, you know what I'm saying, to take, you know, take control of that fight because they got to get inside, right? Right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
If you say something that I didn't say, then I will let you know I didn't say it.
That's basically in a nutshell. That's kind of what you were saying.
Yeah,
right?
it's hard to get in on a long fighter. You got to be very
about
good to get inside on a long fighter. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now we've seen Tank do that. How many times?
Say it again, bro. I was reading the comment. Repeat yourself.
We've seen Tank do that how many times?
Oh, damn. Everybody he fought except Pitbull.
Okay. And so that takes a lot of skill. That takes a lot more skill than just fighting somebody that's your regular size, your regular arm reach, your height, right? Yep. That takes a lot more skill, don't it?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so who have you seen Bud do that to?
Nobody yet.
Oh, okay. How about
He's
Shakur?
had the reach advantage. He's had the reach and size advantage. Well, reach and height. I ain't gonna say size because Canelo was bigger. He's had the reach and height advantage over everybody that he fought, except for maybe Earl. I think he was still his arms was still like maybe
he got a 74-inch arm reach, bro. He got the same arm reach as David Benavidez. Yeah, same arm reach. I know the facts. I got all the facts. I don't come not prepared, bro. He got the same arm reach. He's 6'2" with a 74-inch arm reach. That's David Benavidez. Terence Crawford is about 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach.
Yeah, boy, long.
Okay, now I bring that up because the same fight. Do you realize that T.O. and Haney are about the same size?
Nah, T.O. shorter than Haney.
Just by a tad bit, not much.
Nah, T.O. got like a 68-inch arm reach. Devin got like a 7-inch arm reach.
And Haney got about a 7-inch arm reach. You know how tall Tank is?
Tank is 5'5" with a 67.5-inch arm reach.
Yeah, those measurements.
I think it's shorter than that. But those
measurements.
What I'm trying to get to is, how am I not a Tank fan, or how am I under review?
Because you start back footing when it comes to what Tank need to do, but you don't want to say what these other niggas need to do.
Like who?
See, I just proved to you by your own words. Now, the Tank has proved that he has skills by your own words. You just said it.
I've been
Tank has skills. He proved that he has the skills, and it takes a lot more. It's a lot harder for a shorter dude to get in, right?
Yeah,
that takes a lot more skill. You just admitted that Bud ain't never done that in his career.
No, he hasn't.
So he ain't never showed that he had that kind of skill that Tank has, right? Shakur ain't never shown that he has that kind of skill that Tank has. Tank has made a great career. Tank puts asses in seats because he knocks motherfuckers out bigger than him.
Who Tank Davis fight this as good as? See, man, you got me arguing against Tank, and I don't want to do this shit, bro. But
you have been kind of arguing against Tank. That's what I'm showing you. Just a little bit. That's why we having this review.
You being delusional, bub, and I'm gonna tell you why.
No, there ain't nothing delusional about it because you just said you arguing against Tank. I didn't say that.
Let me tell you how, bro. Let me tell you how. So what Tank does is very, very highly skilled. Ain't nobody taking that away from him. What I was speaking on was Bud Crawford has fought Earl Spence. He fought the motherfucker that we wanted to see him fight. He fought Canelo Alvarez, bro. Tank ain't got nothing.
We didn't want to see that fight,
bro. Tank ain't got nothing resume, fam. And
we didn't want to see that fight. Who asked for that fight?
All I simply said, bro, was because I think when we were talking yesterday, me and KQ, I think what got you was when I was talking about how Tank was saying that shit about Bud, but Bud just gave us a Canelo fight, bro. Bud just moved up 2 weight classes and fought the undisputed champion. We can't even get our boy to unify. We can't get him to fight.
Wait. Stop right there. Stop. When does Tank ever care about belts? See, this is you putting your wants on Tank. Tank don't care about unifying. That's what you want. See what I'm saying? This is why I have to back you up, bro. See, you ain't a Tank fan if you trying to get Tank to do. You trying to get Tank. You want Tank. Hold on, bro. You want Tank to do what you want him to do. Tank already said he's a prize fighter. He don't want belts. Unifications ain't his thing.
Okay.
So why are you still trying to bully that on Tank when he already said
I'm not trying to bully that, bro.
Okay, so then drop the undisputed thing. We don't need to hear that no more. That's not his thing. He ain't about that.
We can drop that.
He said that. Okay, so now he said he about the money, right?
Let me
he about the money, right? He about the money, right? So now yesterday, you know what else you said? Yesterday you was like, oh, we getting a Jake Paul fight. We getting a Jake. That's what you were saying yesterday.
You talking over me, bro.
I can't hear you.
You talking over me, fam. You can't hear me.
Okay, go ahead.
So take the belts to the side. That's fine. He don't fight for belts. That's cool. Outside of Jake Paul right now, what are his biggest money fights?
Ryan Garcia, but probably all of them. All of them are bigger than Shakur's.
See, now, bro.
Which money fight has Shakur got on his resume? Which big money fight? Because this is who you always talking about. Shakur need to fight Tank. Shakur need to fight Tank. Okay. Yeah. Which Shakur fight on Tank? What Shakur fight did he have on his resume more than any Tank fight? Any of them. Just name one.
Tank is the money man.
Exactly. And is it Tank's responsibility? Is it Tank's responsibility to help Shakur make money?
That'll be one of the biggest fights in boxing.
But it's not one of the biggest fights. We say, okay, look. How is it one of the fight with Hector Garcia? How is it one of the biggest fights in boxing when Shakur can't even put asses in seats himself? Shakur can't sell a fight outside of Tank himself. Show me a fight right now. If Tank fought Abdullah Mason next month, it wouldn't sell more than none of Tank's fights. None of them.
Did Frank Martin sell?
You sure didn't, but he sold with Tank, didn't he?
Yeah,
because Tank proved, like you said, Tank showed that he has the skill.
More known than Frank Martin, is he not?
Hold on, let me finish now.
Stevenson is more known than Frank Martin.
Okay, well let me finish now. Tank has proved.
Stevenson is more known than Frank Martin, is he not?
Who cares? Shakur Stevenson can't put no butts in no seats, and this is here's the point. Right?
What's the point, bro?
Here's the point. Tank has already proved that he's got the skills. He's the one bringing the asses to the seats. How many? Let's put it like this,
bro.
What's the matter? What do you work for? Is this Tank's job?
You're getting off
Tank
topic,
do this?
bro.
Does Tank box for a living, or does he box for fun?
You're getting out. He box for a living.
Okay, so now let me ask you a question. You got kids, right?
I got 3 of them. Hold on a second.
Okay, fam. So you support them kids by you support them kids with work, right?
Hold on a second, fam. Calm down a second. Now, we're established that he fight for a living. What you're skating by is that yes, he gets the bag. But if you fighting a lesser known fighter, then you fight
Shakur.
Let me finish, bro. Shakur is more known than Hector Garcia. He's a bigger name than Frank Martin. He's a bigger name than Lamont Roach. So
that's your opinion, bro.
That's not my opinion. He draws in more people.
Look, that's your opinion.
They've never had 1 million people watch them.
Shakur has never been a main event fighter. Shakur has never been a pay-per-view main eventer. What are you talking about?
Any other people that Tank fought?
Shakur has been an undercard person since day one.
That's not
just
true.
Like Frank. So they in the same boat, my guy. They're in the same boat. They both undercard fighters. You acting like Shakur is this hellified nigga this headline pay-per-view.
Bro. He's a bigger name than Frank, bro.
It don't matter what's a bigger name. Is it more money? How much money he made? How much money? It ain't no more money. I tell you right now, who will make more money? Tank fighting anyway or Tank fighting Shakur?
Tank fighting Shakur will make more money.
Who will make more money? Tank fighting anyway or Tank fighting Shakur? Anyway, because we can bring up other names. Anyway, it's a way bigger name than Shakur.
This is what I'm gonna do for you, bub. This is what I'm gonna do for you, because that tactic is not gonna work. I'm tired of it, bro.
Oh, bro, no. My tactic is working real good.
This is what I'm gonna do for you.
Okay, what's up? Because I told you freestyle, bro. Freestyling, bro. I'm gonna eat you up, bro.
No.
You can research and plan and see. This is what you and BTF like to do. Y'all like to research and plan what you gonna say, go back and forth. But I told you, bro, freestyle. If it's freestyle, I'm gonna eat you up, dog.
No, you
I'm
won't.
gonna eat you. See, that's what I'm saying. You talking about my tactic ain't gonna work. I'm using your words. But you know what? Peace and blessings to you, my nigga.
No, bro,
I love you.
Don't go nowhere.
Oh, okay. I ain't gotta go nowhere. I'll run. Where I run? Who running?
What we're gonna do? This is what
I'll never run.
Instead of you talking 1,000 words per minute, try not to let me get a point off.
No. Okay, look,
bro, you're talking again, fam.
I'm gonna stand back. Go ahead, get your point off.
Instead of you talking over me and me trying to get in because you won't stop talking, I'm gonna let you go uninterrupted. Then when I start talking, you be quiet.
No. Let's have a conversation.
So you go ahead.
We're gonna go back and forth because I'm gonna ask questions. See what I'm saying? I like to catch you. I like to like Bud Crawford like to catch people in between their shots. See, what you don't like is you getting caught in between your shots. See, that's why you want to shut up and let me talk, and then you want to talk. See, you're getting caught in between your shots. You know what I'm saying?
I want the people to hear us. I don't want to use
look, okay, so I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna ask a question.
I don't have to throw you backstage so I can make my point. I just want to talk like men and how men talk. You talk, I talk. We don't interrupt each other. We show each other respect. I've never disrespected you.
I'm not disrespecting you, my guy.
So go ahead and get your point off, bro.
I just did. And see, like I said, I'm gonna catch you in between your shots. I ain't gonna sit up here and ramble for 5 minutes and then let you ramble for 5 minutes. We're gonna have a conversation back and forth. I'm gonna ask you questions, you ask me questions, and let's get to the bottom of it. See, I'm a freestyle artist. I don't do all this blabbering, and then we gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Let's ask questions. Let's stop each other and ask questions back and forth. Catch me in between you ain't caught me in between none of my shots yet.
Yes, I have.
You ain't had me to back up, pivot. You ain't heard me say I like Shakur, or I'm gonna give, like I said, I got more questions for you. I got more questions for you, just lined up.
That's cool.
But see, I want you to make your point. But see, I don't think you understand where I'm coming from.
When I get ready to make it, let me make it, then respond to it.
You can make it. But see, you ain't made it very good. Okay, so then we watch. So then what's your problem with the Jake Paul? I'm gonna ask you this question, right?
Okay.
What's your problem with the Jake Paul Tank fight?
It's a non-competitive circus show fight.
Why?
Because Jake Paul is 200 plus pounds. Tank Davis is a lightweight. Jake Paul is not a real fighter. Tank Davis is a real fighter. It's such a clown show fight.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
I'm not done talking.
Okay.
It's such a clown show fight. They can't even get it sanctioned as a real fight. That's why I hate the fight.
So let me ask you another question. What was Shakur paddling?
Shakur paddling?
Yeah.
That was
paddling. Who was paddling?
Pad work Padley, that was a replacement fight against a bum.
Oh no, I don't care about who it was. We watched that fight, right?
Yeah.
When there was Andy Cruz that Shakur could have chose from, there was a whole bunch of other names. But we got paddling. Oh, wait, let me make my point, bro. Now you ain't let me make my point, right? Now we got a paddling, right? I don't hear you complaining about that, homie. And how much did Shakur? Now let's get back to Tank. Now let me get back to making my point. Tank is a prize fighter. Tank is a prize fighter.
Okay.
Tank is a prize fighter. Tank don't care about belts. Let's go back to my point. Okay. So Jake Paul and him stand to make how much money when they fight?
I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, about more than 50 million, somewhere above that. Way more than he gonna make fighting Shakur. Way more.
100%.
Huh.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, now let me go back to my question that I was asking you about Tank doing this for work.
Go ahead.
You got 3 kids, homie. Right? Tank is doing this for work. You work to support your kids, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So then why are you hating on Tank for taking a fight that's going to support his kids for the rest of his life? To take a fight for pennies and crumbs with a nigga that can't even fill up seats in his own goddamn city. Explain that.
It's not that he's taking the Jake Paul fight instead of Shakur. It's that he's taking the Jake Paul fight at all right now at this point in his career. He said he wanted to show the world who he says he is. He says he's more skilled than Floyd Mayweather, correct? He says that he feels disrespected when Mike Tyson when he's compared to Mike Tyson, correct? He said he would fight Lamont Roach in the middle of the street at the kids' school for the free, right? So which one is it, bro?
Bro, you skipping over everything I just said. Why? What? Go back to the money part. That one fight is gonna take care of Tank for the rest of his life.
Is Tank paying you?
Is he paying you? Is he paying you? Is he paying you? Is he paying you?
Which is why I want to see him.
Okay, so look, what I'm saying is, I heard what Tank said the first time. Like I had to back you up on the belts and the undisputed part. See, this is what I'm saying. You don't even see when you be having a pivot and back foot. But I'm showing just like when you had the pivot and back foot on the undisputed part, right? On the belt.
Is Tank?
It don't matter who's paying you. I heard what Tank said. Tank said he fights for money.
Money, bro.
But Tank said he fights for money. That's what. Is that what? But is that what Tank said? So I'm just backing up what Tank said, bro.
Are you getting any of his money? Just because he said it.
Do I need? Hold on. Do I need Tank's money?
Are you getting any of it?
Do I need it?
I don't know what you need, bro. I don't know you like that.
Okay, then. So why are you asking me? Why are you asking me about my financial situation when we talk about how much Tank is gonna make? Because Tank, because Tank is gonna make more than he gonna ever. Shakur will never make that amount of money in his life.
I'm a real patient, real cool dude. But you ask me a question and you start talking.
I'm asking. Okay, I answer the question. Okay, I answer. Go ahead.
You said, why am I asking you about Tank Davis's money? Let me answer
my money. You asking me about my money?
I said, are you getting any of his money?
So why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me about my financial situation?
I got you.
Okay.
Because you seem to care an awful lot about how much he's making. You seem to care an awful lot about him getting to his bag.
That's what he said. That's why I support Tank. That's what's called supporting the fighter. He said he's about getting the bag. What are you talking about? See, this is why you under review, homie.
He wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson.
This is why you under review, homie. This is why we had to put you under review, homie.
Did he also say those things?
It don't matter what he said. Look, bro. He said, hey, bro, Shakur Stevenson said a lot of things.
Did he also say that he wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson?
He also said he wanted to fight.
He also say that, but you're only.
He also said he wanted to fight. He also said he wanted to fight Jake Paul.
It's what the Devin Haney fans do.
He said he wanted to fight Jake Paul too.
They listen to their favorite fighter say a bunch of shit, and then whatever he do, they go with it. You listen to Tank say a bunch of shit that contradicts itself. And then whatever
I don't think so. I don't think so.
My nigga.
I don't think so. I think you just too hyped up on Shakur's nutsack that you want that fight. You just a Shakur fan. Put it that way. You more of a Shakur fan. See what I'm saying? I'm the Tank fan. You the Shakur fan. You arguing for Shakur while I'm arguing for Tank.
I'm a Tank Davis fan.
Okay, then why are we arguing? Then why are we arguing? We should be on the same team.
Because you're a Tank D rider and I'm not, bro.
No, I'm not a Tank D rider. I'm a tank. Let Tank do what he said he gonna do. That's what I am. I'm gonna go with what Tank said he was gonna do. Tank didn't say he was about none of that other stuff. So I'm gonna go with Tank saying he about the money.
If I don't agree with it, homie.
Okay, so then don't be a Tank fan.
I'm a grown ass. No,
then don't be a Tank fan.
What you mean? So if I don't go with what the nigga say and whatever he do, I'm not a fan? Get the fuck out of my face, bro.
Bro, hey, bro. So why? How are you a fan if you're going against him?
Because everybody ain't perfect, nigga. What is you talking about?
Tank ain't working for you.
He ain't working for you.
Did Tank start boxing for you?
No.
Or to do what you say?
No.
Oh, okay. So then,
you want me to buy his pay-per-view?
Okay, so then this is this KO? Are we talking about KO's boxing career or Tank's boxing career?
His fight, bro.
But I'm saying, are we talking about Tank's? Are we talking about Tank's boxing career or KO's boxing career?
Did we buy his pay-per-views and go to his fight? Isn't he rich because of our fucking support? And we can't ask nothing other nigga?
Bruh, hey, bruh. And the thing is, he's giving the fans that support him. He's giving us what we want. It's the motherfuckers It's the people that seem to be fans of other fighters. It's the people that seem to be fans of other fighters. That's dick riding other fighters. It seems to be fans of people dick riding other fighters.
Who in the fuck asked him to fight Jake Paul?
He wanted to fight Jake Paul.
You said
who in the fuck asked him to fight Shakur? He said he was gonna fight Jake Paul. He said he wanted to fight Jake Paul, bruh.
I'm gonna bring your ass back up here because now you fucking with me. I'm gonna ask you a simple question, bro. Who said that we wanted to see this nigga fight Jake Paul? You said he's giving the fans what the fuck we want. Who said we want to see him fight Jake Paul, bro?
I did. I want to see it. I'm a Tank fan. How about that?
You're in the minority, bro.
No, I'm not. No, yes, I'm not. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Let's do it.
Are you gonna watch the Jake Paul fight? Are you gonna watch the Jake Paul fight?
Everybody's gonna watch it.
Are you gonna? Because I'm not in the minority. Because are you gonna watch the fight?
Yes.
Don't be a hypocrite. If you don't like the fight, don't watch it.
No,
don't be a hypocrite. Stand on your toes, nigga. If you don't like the fight, don't watch it.
That's not hypocritical.
Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because you know what? I don't like homosexuals. I know what? I don't like homosexuals, and I don't watch them. I don't like homosexuals. I don't watch them. Hey, look, if I see some homosexuals kissing, I don't be like, oh, but I'm gonna watch it anyway because you know what I'm saying? No, see what I'm saying? So don't be a hypocrite. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Fight Jake Paul, bro. Let's do this. How many of y'all? Let's see if you in the minority or not. How many of y'all?
I don't care about that. Let's see if I'm in the minority like this. Let's see if Jake Paul. Let's see how much Jake Paul and Tank sell. Forget your little channel and these questions. Let's do the overall. Right? Let's do the overall. Let's not do it.
The channel no more. Now my
no, I'm saying let's not. No, I ain't saying that, KO. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. KO. I ain't saying. I'm just saying, KO. Let's do it overall though. Let's not put me on this little small spectrum. Let's do. You say I'm in the minority. Hold on. You say I'm in the.
How you gonna sell a free fight? You said it's gonna sell.
Okay, hold on. You said I'm in the minority, right? Hold on. You said I'm in the minority, right?
You are, bro.
So that means the Jake Paul Tank fight should be real small on views.
No, that's not true.
Oh, but I'm in the minority.
No.
So I must not be.
No, you are in the minority, bro.
Oh, so then y'all gonna watch the fight?
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay. So y'all on my side.
No.
So you talking shit, but you gonna watch the fight.
No.
Is what you're saying.
That's not what I said.
This guy, so you talking shit, but you gonna watch the fight.
That's not what I said, bro.
But I'm in the minority.
Can I tell you?
I'm in the minority. Hey, listen to this, people. Listen to this real slow. See, look, this is.
Bro, ain't nobody listening to you, dog. You got to stop cutting me off, fam. You got to stop cutting me off, bro.
Cooked.
You ain't cooking nothing,
you getting
bro.
Cooked. You getting slow cooked, homie.
I'm not getting cooked at all. All you doing is rambling.
You getting slow cooked, homie.
All you doing is rambling, fam.
No, I ain't rambling. You getting slow cooked, homie. You get caught in between every shot.
The reason that you're doing it is because you know you're going to get fucked up in the long run.
No, I'm not. Because I ain't standing on my. I'm standing on my square. I bet you watch the fight. How much? You can talk all the shit you want about the fight. I bet you gonna watch it.
That's cool.
Now I bet you gonna. I put $1,700 right now that you won't watch the fight.
Said, bro. That's the thing.
Okay, then see what I'm saying. So I'm not in the minority because you're gonna be watching the fight with me. Because the minority means you by yourself.
Fam. I did not say you're in the minority with people that's gonna watch the fight. Now I gotta do this because you're being disrespectful, bro. Now let it slide. What I said was you're in the no. Don't talk to the side, nigga. Look at me. What I said was you're in the minority of people who asked for this fight, and what you're doing is you're rambling and you're moving the goalposts. Now I'm gonna cook you, bro. Now I'm gonna cook you. You're rambling and moving the goalposts. So what I said was you're in the minority of people that asked for this fight because you said, brother, Tank gives us what we're asking for. He's giving us the Jake Paul fight. I said, who the fuck asked for that fight? Nobody asked for it, bro. Nobody asked for it. Nobody, bro. So, bro, you talking and you can't nobody hear you, fam. Can't nobody hear you. Can't nobody hear you, bro. Can't nobody hear you, fam. Nobody can hear you right now. So what I'm asking you, bro, is a very simple question. How is he giving you what you asked for when the majority of fans, or giving fans what they asked for, when the majority of his diehard fans were asking for him to fight Lamont Roach?
Because we Tank fans, bro. We gonna ride with Tank. We ain't riding with Lamont Roach. We ain't Lamont Roach fans. We don't care what Lamont Roach wants. We don't care what Lamont Roach wants. Yeah, it is what you asked me. I just answered your question. I just answered. We gonna follow what Tank wants.
That's not a
Tank. Hey, look. Tank said. Tank told you. Look, let's go back to the interview. Don't stop. Hey, hold on. You getting cooked? Hold on. Don't stop.
Big rider, bro.
Hold on. Let's go back to the press conference.
When you really
let you finish.
When you really finish somebody, you're gonna tell them when they're wrong.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
You're not gonna ride with everything that they do. When someone is wrong, you're gonna say, "I'm not done talking, bro." When someone is wrong, you're gonna say, bro, I'm not fucking with this. Or, I'm not fucking with this. For instance, Bub, I'm not fucking with how you've been talking over me the whole time you've been up here. I'm gonna tell you. That don't mean I don't fuck with you. That don't mean I don't like you. I do fuck with you. Your wrench ain't going nowhere. You're gonna always be over here, have a wrench. It's cool. I ain't got no problem with you. But you've been mad disrespectful. You've been talking over
me. Man, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, Kale. I ain't being disrespectful at all, bro. Look, we just having a friendly. This is a friendly conversation. This is a friendly battle, bro.
You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now,
bro. This is a friendly battle. That's all.
You're doing it right the fuck now, bro. As I speak, now,
bro, we having a friendly battle.
Like I just told you that, I can say, yo, Tank. All of us as your fans, diehard fans, we've been asking for you to fight Lamont Roach. As a matter of fact, when it's your turn, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You were pushing for the Lamont Roach rematch too. You was in my chat.
Okay, can I?
Tank and
just let me know when I can talk, homie. Let me know when I can talk.
Tank, let me know when I can talk. Now all of a sudden you was asking for the Jake Paul fight.
Let me know when I can talk, homie. Let me know when I can talk.
So what I'm telling you is, you don't simply ride with somebody just because you fuck with them. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. Am I supposed to be like, you know what? That Micah Parsons trade, that was a good fucking trade. I love that we got rid of our best player. No, I'm gonna criticize that shit because it's stupid. At the end of the day, that don't make me any less of a Cowboys fan, bro. I'm not under review for being a Tank Davis fan.
I'm about to cook you on all that, but just go let you finish. I'm about to cook everything you said, but go ahead, finish.
I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, so now let's go back to the interview right after the post press conference. Post press conference. What did Tank tell you? What did Tank? Let's use Tank's own words. With all this bickering and crying you just finished doing, right? What did Tank tell you in his own words about the Lamont Roach fight? What did he say, Kale? You know everything. What did he say?
Oh, you asking me to talk?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. This is a debate, nigga.
He said that he wants the rematch, but it's not gonna be next.
Okay. Mm-hmm. End of story. He told you already it wasn't happening next. Stop crying about it. The thing is, he already knew that there was a Jake Paul. Hold on, dog. He already knew that there was a Jake.
You can ask me a question, but I can't ask you a question.
You just answered it. You gave me the answer. I wanted it.
I want to ask you.
There's no reason to elaborate. He told you just said what I needed you to say in his own words. He told you. I don't need you to try to cope. I don't need you to try to cover it up. You already said it.
I'm not gonna cover nothing up. I just want to ask you a question.
Okay, you already said it. You said exactly what I needed you to say. So all of this arguing and bickering about what the fans wanted, and y'all already knew.
I want to ask you.
He already told you. He said, "Hey, look, Tank's exact word. Mm-hmm. That's the fight I want next, but it's not gonna be next."
Okay. And what were his exact words?
Look, he already told you. Look, there was already the makings of a Jake Paul fight coming down the pipe. He already knew that.
Exact words. What were his exact words after that? The week after that?
Yeah, they said they were still trying to sell the fight.
No, what did he say?
I'm not sure what conversation you mean.
Okay, he told.
We have a lot of conversation.
I'm pushing for the rematch next, and it can be in like May too.
He was, but bruh, let's go back now. Let's go back to the livelihood conversation.
So what happened?
Let's go back to. I'm telling you right now. Let's go back to the livelihood conversation. You doing this? The Tank do this for work or do this for play?
Is
this play? Is this play?
No.
Or just work? So now, if you got a contract, hey, hold on, KO, you a businessman? KO, you a businessman, right? You know business, right?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so look, if you got 2 contracts to hit the table, right? You pushing for this contract, but this contract is way more money, and it's gonna support your family. Which one you going for, KO?
Which one I'm going for? I'm taking the more money.
So you gonna hate Tank for doing the same thing?
Who hate him?
You gonna hate on Tank for doing the same thing? He said, hey, he ain't lie about this. All I'm saying, bro. He ain't lie about nothing. Y'all trying to make the man seem like he pulled some wool over your eyes. He ain't lie about nothing. He told you everything. He said he laid it all out on the table. He said, hey man, I want that fight. He said, hey, look, he wanted that.
Why did they have an August 16th fight date? Why they have a whole card?
Hey, chat. You see how I just be quiet? Hey, look, you see.
See how I just be quiet? Why they have a whole card for him, bro?
You see how I just be quiet and let him ask the question, right?
Why did they have to
sit here? I didn't have to sit here and ramble on for 5 minutes and then let him ramble for 5 minutes. I heard his question, and I could be quiet for a minute and answer it. See, this is the conversation.
Why didn't he go directly to the rematch like he said he would, bro?
Because they already had other plans, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He'd already had. Hey, look, they'd already planned on that Jake Paul fight. See, look, this is the only thing I fought Tank for, right?
Okay.
And as a man making decisions in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't never make a decision on something that you can't, that's unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was making plans as if he was just gonna walk past Lamont Roach and get straight to the Jake Paul fight, get to the money, right?
Okay.
And so that's the only thing I fought him for. He was trying to. He thought. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get past this Lamont Roach fight, then get to that Jake Paul. He didn't think that it was gonna be a draw. He didn't see. That's him making the decision. That's him just being young, bro. Not thinking ahead. He just jumped out there, jumped off the porch.
What you just described as him overlooking his opponent.
Looking towards the money, whatever you want to call it. But Tank already told you that's the kind of fighter he was. He gonna get to the bag, bro.
Would you rather see him fight Lamont Roach, or would you rather see him fight Jake Paul?
I don't care. See, this is the thing. I'm not in love with none of these fighters like that, bro. I'm gonna go with whatever they say they gonna do. I'm saying, look, whatever them niggas say they gonna do. The only person that shut me up and that made me that turned my whole attitude around was David Benavidez.
And
that's the only one. I used to clown David Benavidez, but he dive into that. We ain't got to get into that. But that's the only person. Nobody else.
He did that by beating up top competition, right?
Nah, he did that because when he was calling out, I was a Charlo fan at that time. Yeah. Right? My Charlo was at 160.
Uh-huh.
I'm a real big on weight bullies. I don't like them. I'm gonna call you out every time. So I was calling him a weight bully. I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, what's up, bro? Why you calling out these little dudes when it's all these other dudes over here you can fight? Sound familiar? Like I be saying about all these other people, Haney and everybody else I be saying, right? Ain't nothing changed about my game, pimp. Right? Same sauce, right? Same sauce. So look, all I'm saying is when Benavidez started, when Canelo wouldn't take the fight,
and he did what?
And he just started walking around beating everybody.
Everybody who?
Anybody that got in front of him.
Anybody that
got in front of him.
Like Demetrius Andrade?
Like all of them. Caleb Plant. Andrade.
What about David Morrell?
That's the one that made me a believer because that's the one that made. Hey, look, because I was a David Morrell fan. I'm a big Cuban fighter fan. Hey, Osley Glaciers, Andy Cruz, them all my names, homie. All the names I'm constantly saying in the comment section.
I was on David Morrell too, and David.
Okay, so hey, look, when he took that fight, and I gave him, hey, look, I give him his credit. He beat the man. He beat him.
And shit.
What not? And then, hey, look, I'm a fan. I'm a Benavidez fan now.
Can I let you know something?
Yes, sir.
That's all the fuck I want to see my favorite fighter in the world, Gervonta Davis, do.
He already did that. He already did that. You need to be asking Shakur to do that. See where your logic. Look, this is where your logic don't make sense, homie. This where your logic don't make sense. This where your logic don't make sense.
You just cooked yourself.
No, you just cooked yourself.
I got somebody behind you, bro. You just cooked yourself. Come back and try again. You cooked yourself, bro. You just gave David Benavidez all the respect in the world for doing exactly what I want to see my favorite fighter do. You capping for him not to do it. Well, what are you gonna do that for, KO? Well, KO, why does he have to do that for, bro? He can fight Jake Paul, KO. KO, he's just getting his money, KO. Man, I respect David Benavidez because he went in there and he fought them niggas. I usually didn't respect them. That's all I want to see Tank do is take that respect from these hating ass niggas. And you arguing with me about it. Fuck out of here, bro. Byron, what's up?
Salute to my brother KO.
Salute, man. What you got?
Yeah, man, that star looking real nice. But what I was gonna say, bro, this word era is a big gray area. Like, I don't really understand what people mean. Okay, the Bud era, is it because Andre Ward, Floyd, and them was still fighting? Like, is era the pound for pound #1 leave? Like, you the new, like, what's era? Like, you reign pound for pound long, or I don't really get this era shit. I'm trying to figure out the Bud era, but I really don't see the Bud era.
You know how this shit go, Byron. For me, if you're asking me to define era, I think era is Bud Crawford. I'm talking guys from about 33, 34 to about 38, 39, right? Okay, so cool. I'm thinking of his era as in like Earl Spence.
You going by age, okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking Earl, I'm thinking Jermell, I'm thinking Jamal, I'm thinking Canelo, I'm thinking Usyk, I'm thinking those guys. I think Tank, Shakur, Devin, Team Alifu, I think they got an era. I think so Jerron Ennis is in that era. I think that the era after that is your Kermel Moulton, your Abdullah Mason, your Emiliano Vargas and Moses Atwama and guys like that, bro. Does that make sense? Okay. I can't give you nobody else's, but I think like Usyk and Bud are in the same era, right? Earl will be in that era. And the guys I mentioned, I think the era after that, you get your Tank, you get your Shakur, you get your David Benavidez, you get your Devin Haney and the guys I mentioned, like in that era, like 25, 26 to about 30, 31 years old. And I think the guys under 25, they all in that era coming up right now.
They got their own little era.
Yeah. So of this era, like Keith Thurman would be in Bud's era, right? Sean Porter would be part of that era. Like of this era, I think Bud is right behind Usyk.
Yeah, but you know, like how you did with those guys, right? So they kind of consider Bud after Canelo and Sean Porter in them era, because he was still kind of like on the tail end of they shit on the cool.
Canelo's
like
right.
You said Canelo didn't have no era?
To me, bro. Canelo to me, fam, is he's come through multiple eras because he's been fighting for so long. He's been a pro since he was 15 years old.
Right.
So he was able to be, okay, I can get the Austin Trout, Floyd Mayweather fight when I'm 23 years old. I can get Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto. I can get those fights, but then I'm young enough to where I'm actually still younger than Bud Crawford about 3 years. So I can go through the Manny era, the Floyd era, and now I'm in Bud Crawford era. But when it's all said and done, I'm considering him this era because this is when he was at his apex. This is when he got undisputed. This is when he was the face of boxing. Up until then, it was Floyd, then it was Manny, and then Canelo was coming behind him. So
Canelo do have an era?
I think this is his era right here. He's got to be part of the Bud Crawford, Earl Spence, all of that era. And he had a head start because he got the fights earlier. He got all this shit before they did. But I think Usyk and Bud walked him down. And I think Monster Inoue is another great from this era. They walked him down too. They walked his ass down, bro. My top three is Usyk, then Bud, then Monster right now of this era, bro.
You got Usyk first?
Hell yeah. That's what this was supposed to be about, but I had to do some tank on tank crime with my brother Bub's boxing. But
that was hard to watch, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn.
I'm supposed to be talking about Usyk and Bud today. So But yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
you
my.
really?
That's
So you saying Usyk?
Yeah, I got Usyk.
Yeah, and I wanted to find errors because like when we really put errors, we don't go by age limit like you're doing right now. We usually say 70s, 80s, 90s, mid 70s. Like we usually break it down into like the history. We usually don't go by like age limit. So I was just trying to figure out like when we say errors.
Even if you do that, 70s, 80s, that's like 10 years, right? So right now this era is from 2020 to 2025. We haven't got to 2025 to so even from 20 to 25, I think that still holds. I think it's still Usyk, Bud, then Monster. Because all of their accomplishments came within the last 5 years mostly. Facts. 2 of Bud's undisputed, both of Usyk's undisputed, both of Monster's undisputed. Bud does have 1 undisputed outside of this era against Ndongo, but that's his weakest undisputed. So the majority of their accomplishments, even if you want to do it that way, they came between 2020 and 2025.
Yeah, so both of they shit close.
Yeah, so it's all close to me, but I got Usyk though.
I got an argument for Bud on it.
I'm listening, bro.
Yeah, because 3 times undisputed. I mean, first to do 2 times undisputed before Usyk, and then you jump more classes than Usyk. So pound for pound, it only makes sense if they say it's called pound for pound. I jumped up the most pounds, and I'm still the leader of all these divisions. So for Usyk to beat a Tyson Fury that just got dropped by a dude that had his first fight ever in his life, first boxing match ever in life, and then to beat AJ that got his confidence took by the Pillsbury Doughboy. I mean, I feel like Crawford definitely dominated the era way more, and he's an American, so that's the actual
the American shit ain't got nothing to do with it, but cook.
I'm just saying that's the breathing ground of boxing. Like,
I'm listening.
If you can't make it in America, you can't make it nowhere.
All right. So let's talk about the weight class thing. I don't mean to put you on the spot with your math skills, but what's 168 minus 135 pounds? Or what's 168 minus 135?
31. I mean, no, 33.
33. What is 281 minus 226?
Nah, bro, that's same weight class though. You can't do that, KO. Come on, man.
What is it, bro? That's 57 pounds. That's 57 pounds, bro. So I hear what y'all are saying, but the toughest weight jump in boxing is from cruiserweight to heavyweight because of that reason, bro. Because of that reason. So for me, I got Usyk because I'm more
reason.
No, I got multiple reasons. I got him because number one, he's more accomplished as an amateur, Olympic gold medalist. Bud Crawford never made it to the Olympics. Number two, he accomplished 3-time undisputed as well, but he did it in 24 fights. It took Bud 41 fights. Number three, his weight jump and the guys that he had to fight, he always has the advantage. I'll take my brother Bub's boxing, for instance, who was just up here. Crawford has had the arm reach advantage and has been taller than damn near everyone he's ever fought. Usyk has had crazy size and reach disadvantages against multiple opponents. And so I'm more impressed with his level of difficulty and how he had to get it done. So the pound for pound list, Byron, was created. It was created, right? Because everybody was like, yo, if Ray Robinson were a heavyweight, I wonder how he could compete against them. In a hypothetical situation, that's what it was created for. Usyk is the only man I can think of outside of Evander Holyfield that said, forget thinking about hypotheticals. Let me show y'all what I would really do if I moved up to heavyweight and showed you what pound for pound really looked like. And I'll fight a nigga 6'9", 286 pounds, even though I'm only 6'2", 225. I'll fight a nigga 6'6", 250 pounds, even though I'm 6'2", 225. You know what Bud Crawford also has, regardless of how he moved up? Every time he went to a weigh-in, his opponent had to weigh the exact same thing he did. When Usyk goes to a weigh-in, he 225, his opponent can be 25 pounds heavier, 30 pounds heavier, 40 pounds heavier. It don't matter.
It's not a good thing, bro. That means he out of shape and he's slow.
No, that means he's bigger and stronger.
That's the Usyk advantage.
That means he's bigger and stronger and more powerful too. We can't even
slow as hell.
And then when you talk about the run, what's more impressive? Are you a football team? Are you a football fan?
Man, you got my team right there, bro.
All right, so What's more impressive? Winning a playoff game on the road or winning a playoff game at home?
It's more impressive on the road, but it's harder to do at home, to be honest.
So, well, NFL teams have a better home playoff record than away teams, so that fact would disagree with you. But the point I'm making, though, Byron, is this, bro.
Okay, I got you.
The point I'm making is this, though, bro. Usyk's runs for his titles, he cooked all them niggas on the road, bro, in their home country. On top of all the accomplishments, all the champions he fought at cruiserweight, he fought them in their hometown, bro.
Man, how you gonna do that, KO? Errol had about 90%. Canelo had about 90%. And he went to Ricky Burns shit. Come on, KO.
He went to Ricky Burns shit, bro. Usyk went to Anthony Joshua shit. He went to Glowacki shit. He went to Marco Huck shit, bro. He went to what's the other champion? He went to Maris Breeder.
Motherfucking what's the nigga knocked out Khan name?
He went to Maris Breeder shit, bro. He fought them in their own shit and took their belts, my nigga. And then guess what? You know something else Bud hasn't done, and which he's talking about not doing again? He's never defended his undisputed titles. Usyk has done it multiple times, fam. Now,
yeah,
are we still
big
going
facts
with,
right there?
Are we going with the old
adage? No,
adage?
not multiple times, one time, bro.
He defended against Tony Bellew, and he defended against Tyson Fury after he beat Tyson Fury, bro.
No, he didn't. They made him drop it.
They did make him drop it. You're right. My bad. So he defended against Tony Bellew, and then he beat Tyson Fury. It should have been for undisputed, but technically you're right.
Yeah.
So I give you that. But then he went and got that shit back from Daniel Dubois again.
This is fact. Bud went 3 different weight divisions. He didn't even have time. He didn't even waste time defending that shit. He said, I'm gonna go get another one. Fuck defending the shit. Let me just go take a bigger dog's bone, nigga.
100%. And 2 of his 3.
Your division.
And all 3 of them, he had one fight. One fight. He didn't have to collect belt by belt. He didn't have to collect belt by belt. I'm saying we're talking about Usyk and Bud, so we splitting hairs, bro. We splitting hairs. So what I'm saying is, though, bro, Usyk had to go belt by belt every time. Every time.
No, hold on. Let me think about that. Let's think about that, KO.
Bud was able.
Fury had the WBC lineal.
He had the WBC lineal, and then he had to get the belts from Joshua. Then he had to defend against Joshua. Then he had to go get Fury shit. He had to go pick up the cruiserweight belts, belt by belt by belt. Bud was able to get 3 off Ndongo and 3 off Earl, and then all 4 off.
No, he got 2 off Ndongo.
He got how many?
They was 2 and 2.
2 off Ndongo, 3 off of Earl, and then 4 off of motherfucking No, I think it was 3 off Ndongo, bro. Hold on,
you think so?
I think so. I'm gonna check.
No, they was 2 and 2, I believe.
No, we can check though.
Yeah, because who Bud unified with
No, I think it was 3, bro. I'm gonna check though, fam.
You could be right, bro. You could be right.
I thought he just had the post-all shit, bro. You got me going off the top of my head. Yeah, bro. He got
he took post-all shit.
Yeah, he took post-all shit. So WBO, WBC was post-all. And then they had 2 and 2. But the point is, bro, Usyk shit was way more difficult against way better fighters to me. And he got way better fighters on his resume, bro.
Nah, Usyk always a hard argument, but Bud a hard argument too.
Nah, not against Usyk.
Yeah, he is.
Who you got between
y'all giving credit for Tyson Fury? Why y'all ignore what he did against the Ngannou? Like he just came off a horrible.
If we not gonna give credit, if we're not gonna give credit to Tyson Fury, then should we not give credit to Canelo Alvarez because of how he looked against William Score?
We can do that.
So it's like, bro, to me.
But that wasn't William Score's first fight. William Score was a WBC champion, bro. Like, how you gonna compare a champion to a dude's very first, a UFC champion very first fight? He don't even know how to hold his hand.
What about the multiple losses that Canelo already had and the multiple draws? Like the playbook was already out on Canelo. Usyk went and took niggas O's, bro. Niggas was undefeated. He taking shit. Fury undefeated. Give me your shit. Breeder said the time undefeated. Give me your shit. Give me your shit. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Marco Huck, was he undefeated? I think Glowacki was undefeated at the time. Give me your shit. Usyk shit just more difficult to me, bro. For me, they both great.
I mean, I get it.
I understand the argument for Bud, but for Usyk, bro, it's the heavyweight shit for me, dog.
I mean, you can't believe a nigga went up there and beat AJ and Fury. I know how you see it. Like That shit
like
is
no, like
crazy.
it's the knowing that you had to go take some shit from a nigga 6'9", 280 pounds, and you 6'2", 225. And he had every fucking advantage over you.
Nigga Wilder was 218. So Usyk bigger than Wilder.
That's cool, but Usyk did what Wilder couldn't, is what I'm saying. And I love some Deontay Wilder, bro.
But I mean, you making it sound like it's just he doing some unbelievable. Wilder, the first nigga stepped over that hill and was like, I'll fight these big ass niggas.
But he always been a heavyweight, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I
he
mean,
always
okay,
been a heavyweight.
Yeah, you right on that. You right on that.
All I'm saying
and that nigga
is,
got beat by Sean Porter. Man, it's
if
Bud
you wanna,
era. Man, they got whooped by Sean Porter. You gonna bring up the amateurs?
Nah, I ain't. But
that nigga got whooped by Sean Porter, dog.
He lost to Sean Porter, and then he got an Olympic gold medal. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
I was saying, you talking about this nigga era, man. Porter washed that nigga.
Okay. And he washed everybody in the amateurs and got the highest amateur medal that you can get. Not a golden glove.
Did he do it twice?
Nah, he did it once. He made it to the Olympics twice. He did it once, bro. Yeah, he did it once.
Oh, so what did he get the other time?
I think he got lost in like the quarterfinals of shit. He didn't get no medal.
Oh, he didn't get shit?
Yeah, he a 2-time Olympian with 1 gold medalist, and I think the other time he lost in the quarterfinals. Don't quote me though. I'd have to look it up. But I think this is pretty reasonable, bro. I think I got somebody behind you, man. That might be a little bit more smoke in the air. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dog Byron. Ma, what up?
What up, KO? How you, brother?
I'm chilling, bro. Chillaxing.
Yeah.
What you got?
Man,
what you got for the show, man?
Man, so what's crazy is when you put it up, right? I came in guns blazing, ready to go, right? But I've been thinking about it. So this is the thing. I do think that the only person we could make this argument for is Usyk. However, I'm gonna say this. I feel like Usyk had one thing that Bud didn't, and that's the proper promotion. And I'm not saying you're using that to make your decision.
I want to let you finish cooking. Let me catch all these super chats though, because I'm way behind, bro.
No problem, brother. Do your thing.
Shout out to Big Dog Willie being a member for 24 months. He said Super Tankamaniacs versus Tank fans. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. He say with the 5-piece in the super chat. And I'm sorry for catching these late, y'all. He says Tankamaniacs are losing their mind because Bud beat Canelo. This is pathetic. No one told Tank to fight Jake Paul and then fight old ass Pacquiao. Stop putting that shit in the air, bro. That Pacquiao shit, dog. Shout out to my dog, Big Dog Willie, back in the super chat with the 5-piece. This is why Tankamaniacs get a bad rap, because of people like him. That red cap is way too tight on his head that he's trying to justify Jake Paul. We got NHA2 with the 5-piece in the super chat. He say, a wise man once told me, don't argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who is who, man. That's a great one. It's a damn good super chat, NHA. Big Dog Willie with the 10-piece in the super chat says, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, this day will live in infamy. We have witnessed the greatest glazing of tank in history. Accomplishment of glazing is up there with moon landing. Just wow, damn, Big Dog Willie, it's like that, bro. Go ahead, Mom.
Nah, bro was wilding, bro. But it's like, shout out to you for keeping your composure with that, man. Because that was crazy.
Yeah,
but
Bub is cool. Just, you know.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's just he a Tank fan. He not a boxing fan, bro. I don't care what he say. He a Tank fan. He ain't a boxing fan. And that's
you gotta learn to let people talk and not interrupt so much. But I ain't got no problem with him. It's his first time up here, so he the homie.
Yeah. But
what you were saying, bro? What's up?
Yeah, I was saying. So I feel like I don't think you're doing this, KO, but I do feel like a good amount of people are like. I feel like Usyk he was one of the chosen ones. Like, we know how this boxing shit go. A lot of these people get chosen by the powers that be, the people with the money. Is you're going to be the guy. They get promoted properly. They get put on a pedestal. Now, shout out to Usyk for actually living up to it, because a lot of people get that. You know, we done seen the Browners. We done seen a lot of people. I can go on and on and on that got that and didn't live up to the push. So Usyk deserves all the credit for matching, and we can argue succeeding the expectation. We can say not only did he match the expectation, he excelled past. But in my opinion, we can make the argument he is possibly the worst promoted great fighter in the history of this sport, bro. Like, I have never seen someone be this elite at this skill, and I'm talking about clearly be elite too, KO. Like, I mean, like this whole notion that people used to say, oh, he ain't fighting nobody. Like, KO, I've been consistent saying no. It's not that he ain't fighting nobody. I need y'all to go back and look at some Roy Jones highlights. Sometimes a motherfucker just be that better than the person that they fighting, that they make them look like that. You know what I'm saying? And it took for us to get to the Spence fight for people to some, but even with the Spence fight, people still had, oh, it was the retina. It wasn't that, it was the retina. Had he had that, you know, they found some excuse there. But no, he just make these motherfuckers look like that because we're witnessing somebody who's just that guy right now. And it's okay to admit that. Your eyes ain't lying, y'all. Your eyes ain't lying. It's okay to agree with what your eyes show you every time this man step in that damn ring.
I ain't got no pushback for you, Ma. I will say this though. In terms of like Usyk being the chosen one and getting this big push and this big promotion, that's the only thing I'll push back on because I don't think we really disagree. I would just say a fighter that's had to go get all his titles on the road and even his defenses on the road, and also had never had a fight in his home country. He's never fought in the Ukraine before. I don't know if that's somebody I would call the chosen one, bro. I don't know if I would call that somebody that's getting the promotional push. I think he was managed by Aegis Klimas in them well, but I think if I'm gonna say anybody got a push, it was Lomachenko, right?
For sure. Definitely Loma.
You know what I'm saying? But not Usyk. Usyk had to go get his shit out the mud, bro.
Fair enough.
Like, I wouldn't say he was the chosen one over Bud because even
I'm sorry, that's what I was getting ready to say. In comparison to Bud, like in comparison to Bud, I feel like he
didn't have to go to Africa to fight in Dongo, bro.
Because let's be real, KO.
America. He didn't have to go fight Victor Postal in Russia or Ukraine, wherever the fuck Victor Postal from. Victor Postal had to bring his ass over to America to fight Bud, bro. When he got his against Jeff Horn, he didn't have to go to Australia. Jeff Horn brought his ass over here. Straight up.
Do you think Bob Arum purposely kept Pacquiao from him? No, because at this point I do. At this point, I don't think that we can even argue that. Like, I think Bob Arum knew Pacquiao, this young boy will fuck you up. We're not even about to do that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they were like to me, when I say Bud wasn't like, that's what I'm speaking. Like, they weren't giving. They like Top Rank had people over there that they could have gave him. Yeah, but for whatever reason,
all I'm pushing back on, bro, is you said the worst. Like he was the worst. It wasn't the worst. They missed some opportunity. Like, they should have fed Pacquiao to him instead of letting Pacquiao get knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez and getting done dirty. They should have let Bud do it, but they still gave the nigga high ass guarantees, got him a bunch of hometown fights, got him belts and shit, made him a multiple division champion, and he still got to build his brand and hear where he's from. In comparison to Usyk, who didn't get to build his name where he's from. They didn't let him do that, nigga. He had the nigga, oh, Breedis is from Latvia. I gotta take my ass to Latvia. Oh, Huck is from Germany, nigga. I gotta go fight in Germany. Oh, this nigga Tony Bellew ain't never been champion. I'm the undisputed champion. I still gotta fight this nigga in the UK. Fuck it, all right. I'll fight him in the UK. Like, Bud didn't have to go through that, bro. So if we comparing who was actually promoted better, I would argue, bro, Bud was promoted much better than Alexander Usyk, even to the point when he got to heavyweight, nigga, he had to fight AJ in Tottenham Stadium in the UK.
Yeah, facts.
So like I think Bud got promoted and got much more favorable promotion than motherfucking Usyk. Even when he fought Amir Khan, where did him in Amir? They didn't fight in the UK.
Not at all. Do you think Usyk benefited from being from Loma and Bivol as well, though, from him standing next to them? You don't think that helped him? Yeah,
I think he did, bro. I think just like Bud benefited from the Andre Ward connection,
from the Andre Ward, exactly,
Tim Bradley connection. Like, yeah, bro, they both had some benefit, and I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you got Bud as your go to this era, bro, that's cool, no problem.
Yeah,
this is just a friendly, debate and a friendly conversation. And I just still have Usyk, and it's not like there was a point where I'm like, yo, ain't nobody gonna be able to surpass what Usyk has done. This nigga done made the toughest jump. He beat niggas 50, 60 pounds better than him. But Bud has been so cold. He's been so good that it's now a conversation. And bro, if he do another one of these runs in another weight class, then I think the conversation's over.
I agree. You don't have no choice. I also think it's the manner in what how he's winning too. KO. Not Usyk is winning very well too, and Usyk beating the shit out of people too. So I like, to me, you're right. I feel like we it's a very great argument, and I'll concede that Usyk has the better resume. I'm not even here to argue that. However, I do feel like that being undisputed at 3 weight classes, and again, how you go about doing it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? However, you did it, and you're the only one to do it other than Clarissa Shields. So to me, that I would lean with him with that, man. But hey, it was a great fight. KR won, you know what I'm saying? I tried to catch a live stream, but I don't know if you went live after the fight, but I was definitely
live Sunday morning directly after.
Yeah. I missed that, man, because I definitely wanted to get on there.
Just come through when you can, watch the replay, hit the like button and shit. And
nah, for sure. So I sent you some on the Cash App too, man, because
let me catch it.
My what's my face wasn't working for whatever reason, the super chat. So I just went on there.
Bro. Shout out to my dog. I don't see it here. Oh, there we go. It's W. Edwards. I don't want to say your full name.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog Black Mall with the 5 piece in the Cash App. He say just showing love. Much love, bro. I appreciate the combo, fam.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my dog Black Mall. We got Chris Schaefer, 10 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, "What's good, KO? I'm in the building. Salute, Chris. Appreciate you coming through, fam. Frequent, talk to me, famo.
What up, KO? What's going on?
I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling. What you got, bro?
Hey, man, I don't got a lot. I just got, I think that Bud got it, man, in this Bud versus Usyk conversation, man. Okay. And my reasoning is because I think Bud fought more dominant opponents. You know, the people that Bud fought, they was more dominant in their own right. You know, with their competition, them collecting belts and stuff like that. And then Usyk
named the people that he fought that was more dominant, bro. Go ahead.
Say that again.
Keep cooking, but make sure you name the people that you're saying was more dominant than the people that Usyk fought.
Oh yeah, this next comment right here is going. I ain't even going to have to name nobody because Usyk fought some people that he beat already. You know, a couple of them guys he fought twice. You know, it's a whole different thing when you fight somebody who know how to lose. You know, a lot of them guys was coming off bad performances. You know, already lost and already lost to him at that. You know, and he doubled back to beat him again. So you know, I don't put too much weight on that, man. Everybody that Bud fought, it was a fresh new talent, a fresh new opponent that he fought, you know, and what I mean by they was more dominant when Errol didn't lose. You know, Earl had 3 belts already. You know, he was showing his dominance in his division. You know, he collected 3 of the belts, and then he went up against Bud, and Bud made it look like the easiest fight that he had. You know, and then he challenged himself by going up. I know people say it's 2 weight classes, but I feel like it's 3 because he just, you know, dipped his toes in 154 and then went all the way up to 168 and fought Canelo and made that look easy. And I think Canelo is better than everybody on his resume, man. I think that Canelo win is better than everybody on Usyk's resume. And then on top of that, Bud became undisputed in 3 different weight classes. Usyk was just, you know, it's a difference when you just collecting the belt back, or you know, it's in the same weight class and all of that. I just think that Bud got it, man. I don't see how somebody could say that Usyk got it.
Okay, so you named Earl as a dominant opponent that Bud Crawford is facing. I agree with you. You also talked a lot about Alexander Usyk beating people that had already been beat. In fact, a couple of people that he had already beat, naming mainly Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, and Tyson Fury. But he had to beat them all the first time, will be a point that I'll make. And number 2, if we're docking them for not for knowing how to lose, can we also dock Canelo because he knows how to lose as well? Because didn't he lose multiple times before fighting Bud? So Bud had a blueprint on him as well. And you said those people were coming off of bad performances as well. Wasn't Canelo also coming off of a horrible performance against William Skull before fighting Bud Crawford? So I think that shit goes both ways is the first point I'll make. And then the point about weight classes, I've already made this point. Yes, if you want to say Bud came up 3 weight classes, that's 21 pounds. But the advantage that Bud Crawford has over Alexander Usyk that's in his favor is that every time he weighed in, his opponents had to weigh in the same as him, even if they were bigger than him, and then they had to rehydrate up. Usyk's opponents at heavyweight were able to weigh whatever they wanted to. So while Bud Crawford was weighing 168, Canelo had to weigh 168. When he had to make 147, Earl had to make 147. When he had to make 140, Ndongo had to make 140. So it was much more of a level playing field. When Usyk is weighing in at 224 pounds against Daniel Dubois was able to weigh 233 pounds. When he fought Daniel Dubois the second time and he weighed 227, Daniel Dubois was able to weigh 243. When he fought Fury the first time and weighed 223, Fury weighed in at 262. When he fought Fury the second time and he weighed in at 226, Fury was able to weigh 281. So all the stuff that you gave credit to Bud for, moving up and all of that stuff, Alexander Usyk did that times 10, bro, times 100. And everyone knows that the hardest jump in boxing is from cruiserweight to heavyweight because of the things that I just brought up. We can't say that and then not want to give a fighter credit and huge credit when they do that. And the reason why people say it's the hardest is because Bud Crawford started his career at 135. He's ending his career at 168. That's 33 pounds difference, bro. 33 fucking pounds. Usyk made that jump practically in one fucking fight when he fought when he fought Fury, bro. When Fury was still undefeated, fam. So he has the 3-time undisputed. He's been undisputed at heavyweight 2 times now, and he was undisputed at cruiserweight. He has the Olympic gold medal. He's fought all the champions that he fought in the whole run he went at cruiserweight was a Road Warrior run. And he's fighting more dangerous, tougher fighters, bro. That can knock his ass out at any moment because he's taking a huger risk at heavyweight. Bud Crawford has never had an arm reach disadvantage. He's never had a height disadvantage. Usyk has had that multiple times.
Hold on. Jose Benavidez didn't have a longer reach than Bud?
No, sir. And this is not to shit on Bud. I'm just more impressed with what Usyk did because I think it's harder to do. I think it is harder to fight a motherfucker that outweighs you by 60 pounds than it is to fight somebody who had to weigh in the same as you the day of. I think it's harder to fight a motherfucker that outweighs you by 60 pounds and he's 6 or 7 inches taller than you and his arms are 8 or 9 inches longer than yours than it is to fight somebody who's weighing in the same as you and their arms are shorter than you. They're shorter than you and you're longer than them. Like, I just think it's a much more difficult proposition what Usyk faced.
Well, I think you should scratch that Canelo fight off from that list of it not being as hard because Canelo was already at 168. Bud was moving up to that weight class. So I'm pretty sure that Canelo rehydrated to something crazy.
What is Usyk's best win to you?
I think his best win was probably maybe the first Fury fight.
The first Fury fight. What's Bud's best win?
I think Bud's best win is probably it's between the Canelo and the Errol Spence fight. I know the Errol Spence fight. I think he made that look a lot easier.
Just pick one. What's his best win?
I guess I would say Canelo because he had to go up that high.
Okay. What's Usyk's second best win?
I think maybe Anthony Joshua.
The first time or the second time?
The first time.
Okay.
Because the second time he already knew him. That's what I was talking about. You ain't addressed that right there. You know, him fighting them guys twice. You already know how to beat these guys. You already got confidence because you already beat these guys.
Let's keep going. What's Bud's second best win?
I would say Earl.
Okay. What's Usyk's third best win?
Maybe like Danny Dubois.
The first time or the second time?
The first time.
What's Bud's third best win? You about to start running out of names. I'm making a point.
I would say Sean Porter.
Okay. Now Sean Porter
ain't never been stopped before.
Sean Porter already Sean Porter already knew how to lose, right?
Yeah, but he ain't never been stopped before. He stopped that man.
That's good, but he already lost before, right?
Yeah, but everybody that Usyk fought already knew how to lose though.
He pretty much lost every big fight that he had been in up until that point, correct?
You don't want to go down that. You don't want to go down that route because Bud got more people that he fought that didn't lose.
All of them, right?
Bud had more people he fought that didn't lose though. So you don't want to go down that route.
I'm just going best win for best win. You say third is Sean Porter, and I'm just saying Sean Porter had multiple losses by the time he fought Bud, right?
But I'm talking about the way he beat him though.
I'm just asking, did he have multiple losses before he fought Bud? That's all I asked, bro.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
All right. Now,
what he had 3 losses?
Like 2. Keith Thurman 3. Keith Thurman, Kell Brook, and Earl.
Yeah, 3.
All right. Now, what is Usyk's third best win?
Running out of people.
No, I'm not. We can go. I'll do it for you. To me, his third best win is Maris Breedis, the Latvia champion, who's one of the best cruiserweights of all time, who was undefeated when he fought him. What's Bud's fourth best win?
I would say Kell Brook.
Kell Brook, coming off of 2.5 years not being in the weight class, coming off of an eye injury, and his own trainer thought he was so unready for the fight, his own trainer wouldn't train him, and he had to train himself for the fight. That's his fourth best win.
Come on, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. These are the names you're giving me. Now, what's Usyk's fourth best win? I would say Fury the second time.
Fury the second time?
And I haven't even got to Anthony Joshua yet. I haven't even got to Daniel Dubois the second time. I haven't even got to Marco.
That's what I mean.
I haven't got to Milwaukee, who was an undefeated champion.
But that's proving my point, though. How about if I said you can't use the same name? You can't use the same fighter twice, because that's what it should be. He's fighting people that he already beat before. You can't. How you count that? You can't count none of those wins over wins that Bud got, because that's somebody he already beat, bro.
When he beat them, Joshua was a unified champion. He deserved a rematch. When he beat Fury,
I know, but what I'm saying though, you can't. But what I'm saying though, you can't. But what I'm saying though, you can't compare those to fights that Bud had where he never beat the person, to a fight where Usyk already knew how to beat this guy. He already beat him. He got his confidence up. The other guy know he beat him already. He's feeling inferior because he beat him already, bro.
That doesn't take away the fact that they're better fighters than the people that Bud was fighting. Like, it don't matter.
I don't think they was, bro. I don't think they was.
At the time that he fought motherfucking Maris Breedis was a better fighter than Kell Brook at that time.
Bro,
at the time Tyson Fury's better than Sean Porter. What are we talking about?
Pound for pound, if they was the same size, I think Earl would take Tyson Fury, bro.
They're not though.
We talking pound for pound though.
They're not,
we talking about what was a better win for him. So I think if they was the same size, pound for pound, Earl is a better fighter than anybody Usyk fought.
So what?
Pound for pound, Canelo is a better fighter than anybody Usyk fought.
You got 2 fighters. Usyk has multiple fighters, and whether they pound for pound or not, Bud was able to fight them at the exact same size. Usyk didn't get to fight people that was the same size as him. See, you're dragging it to a hypothetical, bro, that you can't keep up with. Like, nigga, 50 to 60 pounds heavier than somebody means a lot in boxing.
Yo, listen, that feat that Usyk did, that you put so much weight on when he moved up from cruiserweight up to heavyweight. Yo, Bud, think about that. Bud started at 135 and moved up that many times, bro. So when he moved up, from
he still was able to
and got his first title at 140.
He was at 135. What weight did his opponents have to weigh?
Say it again.
When he was at 135, what weight did his opponents have to weigh in at?
We already been through that 135, man. But what I'm saying is though, Bud moved up multiple times and took the belt from a bigger fighter multiple times.
But the fighter wasn't bigger than him the night of the fight.
What?
Yeah, they weighed in at the same size, bro. What I'm telling you is Usyk did all the same shit, undisputed, right? Multiple times over undisputed. The difference is He defended the shit. And on top of defending it, he went to people's hometowns to take their belt, something Bud Crawford can only say about Ricky Burns. And on top of that, his opponents were able to weigh whatever they wanted to weigh at the weigh-in. Bud
But
can't
I
say that,
think
bro.
you missing the point though. The point that I'm making is Usyk moved up and became undisputed. He did it that one time. Bud did it every time he became undisputed. He moved up and beat bigger guys and took the belt.
There's nowhere else.
Each time he became undisputed, he moved up in a weight class to do it. Even the first time he became undisputed. He moved up to he did it in a weight class he didn't start off in.
The only one he went up and did it to immediately was at 168 just now. He was at 147 5 or 6 years acclimated to the weight before he fought Earl, bro. Stop that shit. He was at 140.
But each time he did it, he moved up to fight a champion,
he was at
right?
140 for multiple fights before moving up to fight.
Each time he moved up to fight a champion, though, right?
He had to fight Tyson Fury, and he wasn't able to move up to 280 because he can't get that big. He wasn't able to
it one time, bro.
Like he can't be that big because he just ain't that big, bro. But anyway, bro, I got people behind you. 2 Cents, come on back. You was next, 2 Cents. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. You come back, 2 Cents. I got you. Shout out to my dog Chris with the 2 pieces in super chat. Joshua got stopped by Andy, bro. Come on. What do you mean, come on? Yeah, he got stopped by Andy. Then he went back and beat him. And he's a unified champion. He's a knockout artist. Straight up. Y'all don't understand. Like, heavyweight is the most dangerous fucking division you can fight in, bro. Cruiserweights don't do what Usyk is doing. And when they do, the one that was able to was Evander Holyfield, bro. They don't usually do what he does, bro. That shit is different, fam. Y'all is bugging. Chris, back in the super chat with the 10 piece. Joshua and Dubois was both stopped by B-level heavyweights before fighting Usyk. Fury got beat up by an MMA fighter. Why are we gassing these heavyweights to make Usyk look good? I'm not gassing him, bro. Fury did not get beat up by old buddy Francis. He looked trash in the fight. Right? Who else did you mention? Dubois. He looked bad against motherfucking Joe Joyce. But he worked himself back up and he became champion. And he did Jarrell Big Baby Miller bad. And those fighters are much more dangerous, bro. Because they are heavyweight fighters. You cannot discount the fact that a motherfucker is outweighing you by 40 or 50 pounds when you fighting them, bro. You cannot discount arm reach. You cannot discount how hard it is to break distance. Usyk is so skilled that he is beating niggas 6 and 7 inches longer than him, bro. Pause. But that's what he's doing, fam. Y'all are tripping. Y'all is on this Bud Buddy shit, man. I expect this shit from people like Bella Faith and Ronnie Bravo. But I expect more of y'all to be objective, bro. This is not hate. This is just me telling y'all my opinion based on, again, more fucking facts, bro. 2 Cents, talk to me.
What up, KO?
What's that?
I just gotta come up here real quick and just say I disagree with you on the Usyk thing.
Okay.
I think that Bud is not the best fighter ever. I'm gonna have to go out on a limb and say he's not the best fighter ever. Okay. He's not top 5. But what I can say is Bud is the best legacy fighter we've ever seen. 3-time undisputed, got all of the champions in the divisions or whatever. But you said that Usyk's run was harder, and I'm have to say I disagree, because it has to be difficult to be able to time a division and let somebody else run around and collect all the belts, and then you go fight them and you just grab them up. That cannot be easy to do. That takes a lot of patience. It takes timing. You got to be at the right place at the right time. You got to be with the right people. That shit not easy to do. And I agree with the Bud Buddies. We'll probably never see no shit like this ever again. I mean, you did it at 140. You swooped up all the belts from Ndongo. You come to 147. You sit around and you wait. I mean, 1 accident, 2 accidents. You know everything about this man. He ain't living the perfect lifestyle. And then you fight him at the right time. and you snatch up all those belts, and you so good that you're able to move up to 168 pounds. Not only did you do it at 140, not only did you do it at 147, but you was able to go up 3 weight classes and do it again and fight the face of boxing at the perfect goddamn time. You telling me that's easy, KO?
I lost my first ever debate just now. Why you throw the curveball like that,
I'm
man?
just saying, you think somebody else gonna be able to accomplish some shit like that?
I don't know, man. Hey, his timing is impeccable inside and outside the ring, is what you're saying. God damn.
I mean, you at the right, and then people mad because he didn't go to the PBC. What if Bud? Listen. Not only was you was able to conceal your weight for years, we ain't even know your real size. We keep thinking the nigga too small, the nigga too big.
You saying a snack pack? Is that what you?
I'm just saying. I ain't say nothing about that. We ain't even get on that. I ain't even gonna go there. I'm just saying. Bomac said he was walking around 170, 180. He was shrinking down so he can get an advantage, and we ain't even know. We still thinking every weight division he too small. He got up all the way to 168 pounds. We ain't know how big the man was for real. We just found out. You telling me that's easy to do, KO?
Man, nah, that's hard. Hey, that's hard. That's hard to do. You gotta have your timing right. You gotta trick people into thinking you small and shit. Yeah, you gotta do that shit. You right, Two Cents. I got no debate for you, sister. Let me get to the next though. Let me get to the next. You done pissed the whole chat off. Bella Favorite somewhere mad. Damn. Jalen Jane with the 5 pieces in the super chat say pound for pound is a smaller man. If Bud and Usyk were the same size, he beats Usyk. The way Bud adjusts to his opponent is different. That's what pound for pound is. I said GOAT of this era. GOAT is based off of what you've done, what you've accomplished, the resume that you have built up over time. That is the GOAT debate. No one says that Randy Moss is the GOAT over Jerry Rice, bro. But Randy Moss, pound for pound, he taller than Jerry Rice. He jumped higher than Jerry Rice. He faster than Jerry Rice. He pop off the screen with your highlights more than Jerry Rice. Pound for pound, Randy Moss is more talented than Jerry Rice. But you can't put him over Jerry because of what Jerry actually did. The touchdowns that he caught. The Super Bowls that he won, bro. The yards that he got receiving. In this argument that I'm trying to make to y'all to get y'all to fucking understand, Usyk is Jerry Rice and Bud is Randy Moss. Talent, Bud. Skills, Bud. Pound for pound, Bud. GOAT, what they actually did, who they actually fought, the context with which they got their accomplishments, Usyk all day. How does this not make sense to y'all, bro? How does this not make sense to y'all, bro? Shout out to Broken Dangers with the 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat says 100 at 2 cents boxing. Salute, KO. Chris Schaefer, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She says, shout out to 2 cents. Thank you for the facts. Damn. We got Truth, and then I got Smoke, and then I'm going to open up the panel for everybody. Truth, talk to me, homie. What's happening with you?
What's going on, KO? I don't know if you did it, but y'all got to check out KO and Mrs. KO channel, man. They over there living it up, man.
Yeah, man.
But
we got some more content dropping tomorrow, too. So.
Oh, bet. I'm gonna tune into that. I have to disagree with you because the same criticism you just leveled to Bud, Usyk did because when Usyk first entered the heavyweight division, he had 2 warm-up fights against Witherspoon and against Chisora. Now, I would think those 2 warm-up fights prepared him to face an Anthony Joshua who already was knocked out by Andy Ruiz, while Bud is facing at least title fights when he's first entering a division. And so when we're looking at, okay, getting in here, at least you're instantly getting a belt. Then versus Usyk, he had to warm up to heavyweight. Even then, many people thought the Chisora and Usyk fight was so close that they wasn't sure that he won it. Then he comes up, beats Anthony Joshua, everything. You mentioned that Usyk didn't have a home fight. Actually, the first Dubois fight was considered a home fight for Usyk because that's when they made a whole big deal about the Ukrainian refugees coming over and fighting over. And then obviously that had controversy.
What
But
country they fight in?
they fought in Poland, but it was marketed as a home fight for Usyk.
Where
though.
Usyk from?
I'm saying it was marketed as a
Where,
home fight.
I'm just asking you a question, man. Where Usyk from, man?
They literally had a coming home like a Ukrainian.
Hey, man, you can
refugee
market
thing.
an Android as an iPhone, my nigga. They don't make it an
Nah,
iPhone.
KO. They
They don't make
literally
it an
was
iPhone.
making a big deal
Usyk,
about the
I'm just
Ukrainian
asking you a question, brother. I'm not even trying to cut you out. Where Usyk from, bro?
They literally made a
I'm not.
Ukrainian
I'm gonna let you
refugee.
keep cooking. I'm just asking you where Usyk from,
He's from the Ukraine.
and where was the fight at again?
Poland. Now,
All right,
why
keep
wasn't
cooking.
now
Keep
KO?
cooking.
Why wasn't the fight in Ukraine?
Because it wasn't a
Okay, then.
hometown fight. Shit, I don't know.
No, because there was a war going
I can
on.
tell you why it's not. It's not a hometown fight.
Because there's a war going on. It's kind of hard to fight when they're actively shooting outside.
I didn't
So
say
that's why
why. Why it wasn't. Why it's not a hometown fight is inconsequential to me. I just know
it's
they
very
marking it.
consequential
They
because
mark
it's
like nigga.
impossible too.
If I'm marking my channel and I say nigga, we gonna have a live stream. Nigga, I'm gonna have a hometown live stream. And I had that bitch anywhere other than Dallas, Texas, nigga. That's not a hometown live
Okay,
stream.
so
No matter what I say.
let's just say Dallas and everything is under martial law because there's something going on and it's still somewhere adjacent or approximate and you market it as that, but since there's a war going on, it's different.
falsely marketing to you, my nigga. It's false
So
marketing. I don't know what to tell you.
if you and all of the people from Dallas, y'all migrate, let's just y'all go to Natchez or y'all go somewhere crazy, and y'all be like, hey, this is for the Dallas people. We coming in, we saluting. We trying to.
They gonna have to get their ass on that road, and they gonna have to come there because I'm not in my hometown.
Right, because your hometown is being bombed.
Don't matter why, nigga. It's not a hometown fight.
Nah, it was marketed by Top Rank as a hometown fight. The Ukrainian refugees.
And my point wasn't that he didn't fight in proximity to or his hometown or whatever. My point was all the belts he got was in somebody else's hometown. So you making a point that I wasn't even arguing. I just like to debate.
No, I was just talking about the hometown example. I know
the hometown examples that I was given was him going to get belts. He didn't get a belt from Dubois.
Right, but those were where the money was. Again, you're trying to hold this against him, but his hometown was being.
I'm not holding it against him. I'm giving him credit for it.
He couldn't fight in his hometown.
How do we give Bud Crawford credit for being in a hostile crowd, fighting in front of all the Mexicans, all the people booing him, and he still put on a great goddamn performance, which he fucking did. And then we can't give Usyk credit for going to somebody's home fucking country and beating him in their own shit.
But you're trying to hold because Bud can fight in Omaha. Usyk can't fight in the Ukraine. He can't. Like that's a physical impossibility due to the war.
Was it a physical impossibility his entire career when he was at cruiserweight?
No, it was not.
All right, bro. I mean, I hear you. But
Let's not act like Bud has this long history of other than going to get a belt in Omaha. He hasn't done that either.
No, I'm not. He's been able to fight in his home country for the majority of his career.
Defending, right?
No, he went to go get Canelo belt. He didn't fight him in Mexico. He fought his ass.
But was that at home? Was that at home?
It was in America. Yeah, it was in his home country.
So now America is home. When you just said if I put you in another place in America, that's not considered home.
I said his home country, not his hometown, bro.
Come on, no, you're moving it. You're moving that KO.
But you're trying to have a different debate, bro. Who is the GOAT of this era?
I have to lean Bud.
Okay, tell me why after I catch the super chat. We got Kiro Black with the 5 pieces.
Again, 3 divisions.
After I catch the super chat, tell me why, bro.
135, the division.
After I catch the super chat, tell me why, bro.
With the heavyweight.
After I catch this super chat, tell me why, bro.
My B.
Shout out to Kiro Black with the 5 piece in the super chat. He says, I'm ashamed of you, Truth. How dare you not put bigger, better, more accomplished Loma above Bud? Now, before you cook anything, you got to explain that. You got to. That's why I wanted to catch it. Go ahead.
Man, I'll get you petty, but that's fine. Loma was never undisputed.
So Bud is the GOAT over Loma? Because this is Loma era, too.
Bud is over Loma.
All right, go ahead, bro. It's Usyk. Hold on. Is Usyk over Loma? Loma ain't even the best out of his own country, true?
Usyk's over Loma.
Damn,
It's
Loma,
hard
you see
because
how they do you? Loma, you see how this nigga do you, Loma?
Loma fought the
Man.
better competition and I believe has the better skills. But you know,
Dang.
accolades are there for a reason, and it's not like Usyk's resume is trash.
Dang.
So I have to give the nod to Usyk.
They
Now
done
I
kicked.
prefer
You was
Loma
the
more.
only person in America fucking with Loma. Now he ain't got no fans no more.
No,
Loma, that's
wait,
fucked
wait,
up,
wait,
Loma.
wait. Loma's still my guy. I still
Loma, I
prefer his
still fuck
fighting
with you,
style.
Loma. Loma, you gave us some good fights. Truth was never really a fan, bro.
Man, stop that, man. Stop that. It's still Ukraine all day. But
Yeah,
going
yeah. Hey,
back
Ryan Zilla, I
to
might do that shit just to fuck with Truth. I'm gonna do it short, nigga.
oh
Loma lost all his
man.
fans, all one of them. Go
Nah,
ahead,
y'all
bro.
tripping, man. Y'all
Now tell me why.
mischaracterizing
Tell me
me.
why it's Bud. No, in all seriousness though, tell me why it's Bud over Usyk for you, bro.
Like I said, so when outside of the division he entered in, every fight he moved up, he had a title shot. Usyk had to fight Witherspoon and Chisora in order to get acclimated to the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you're talking about waiting for the belts to arrive, that's the same thing Usyk did when he could have moved up instantly and contended. That's not what he chose to do. AJ already lost and was already knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody that Bud faced had already been knocked out prior to that. Plus, he jumped up multiple divisions. You keep bringing
Nobody
up
he faced, or nobody he faced just for the accomplishments that he got.
for the accomplishments. I'm only
I got
judging the accomplishments.
Yeah, I
So,
think I knew what you meant, but I didn't want to do no semantic arguing with you because I
no,
could
no,
have.
I got you.
Go ahead,
I
bro.
got you. I got you. So then when we talk about somebody that's been knocked out and getting the belt, like when you mention the weight division in the heavyweight division, you know what happens when the bigger you are, right? What happens to that gas tank?
Some
So then,
heavyweights they deplete their gas tank for sure. AJ got a
so,
trash ass gas tank for
So
sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like you can't argue that point because there's downsides to putting on that weight, even though you
Mm-hmm.
just being bigger. That's the same thing we saw with the Fury fight. That Fury ran out of gas. The back half of the fight, he was done.
Mm-hmm.
Dubois had already been knocked out and knocked down several
Mm-hmm.
times before
Mm-hmm.
Usyk even got his hands on him. And AJ, we know the book was out on AJ. He just hadn't fought the competition in order to fully expand that book, which
Mm-hmm.
happened obviously after the Ruiz fight.
Was the
Versus
book out
Bud,
on Canelo already?
Canelo had never been knocked down or knocked out.
Had he lost fights like handily, like damn
He
near
lost
12,
to Floyd Mayweather.
damn near like 12-0?
He lost to Floyd Mayweather, who was a GOAT
Mm-hmm.
candidate. But look at the run Canelo was on
How did he
prior
look
to.
against?
You're only judging the
How did he
Skull
look
fight.
against Aries Landy Lara?
Okay, is that at 168?
How did he look against William Skull?
William Skull again. I was one of the people that
So
said
so
William
what
Skull
what
put
I'm
on a good.
saying
But what
is,
did
yeah,
he do before
what
then?
I'm
What
saying
did
is
he
this,
do? But
bro.
he took
This is the
young
point I'm
fighters
making,
in
True.
his prime.
This is the point I'm making, True. This is the point I'm making, right?
Okay.
Is this right here. So yes, Joshua had flaws. You can go to some of Fury's flaws. Canelo had a lot of big flaws too. He punches one punch at a time now, right? He has horrible feet now. He also has been known to have gas tank issues. Neither one of these fighters fought perfect fighters. They both are so great. Usyk and Canelo are so great that they have exploited the holes that the fighters that they fought had in their game. The point that I'm making is, bro, with all the fighters with holes, all I'm saying to y'all is their accomplishments are relatively kind of the same. Bud Crawford is a 3-time undisputed champion. So is Alexander Usyk.
But no,
But
Bud is a 3 division. Usyk is
I
not.
got you. But Usyk has not necessarily moved up to different weight divisions, but he has fought people that have been more of a weight difference than what Bud Crawford has fought. What I've been
Right.
trying to make the point on is when Bud Crawford's opponents weigh in, bro, they are the same weight as him. That matters. You know how you know that matters? That's why people put rehydration clauses in contracts. That's why people fight at catch weights, because weight matters in boxing, bro. That is why Bud Crawford himself is on record saying, I want to go up to 168. That's why he just said 175 is too big. That's why he said, I'm not going back down to 154 because he don't want to cut too much weight. He wants to probably go back down to 160, bro. So what I'm saying is weight classes matter. We can't admit that they matter. You yourself have made the argument about Loma being better than guys, but he just was too small and he went up too much weight to 135 because you too believe deep down that weight matters. We can't say that and then see a man who has accomplishments very close to Bud Crawford, but know that that man is fighting dudes that are weighing in 50, 60, 40 pounds heavier than him and not give him credit and see that that man is fighting dudes 5, 6, 7 inches taller than him with arm reaches that are 5, 6, 7 inches longer than him and not say, yo, that deserves a shit ton of credit more so than a man who's fighting somebody that's weighing in the same as him, but he's also taller than the person he's weighing in. He's also has a longer reach than the person that he's weighing in at. It's harder in boxing, truth, to break distance than it is to keep distance because you have to go through the danger zone in order to break that fucking distance. That is Usyk every time he stepped in the ring against them top heavyweights that he fought, bro. And these niggas got one punch knockout power with heavyweight that he's having to navigate. But
Right,
Crawford
KO,
have to
but
go
to
up against that type of danger, bro. That's all I'm saying. The accomplishments are great, but it is the road warrior shit. It's the weight difference shit. And it's the one of them had a way better amateur career too. So their pro careers are about the same. One of them has an amateur career that's way better than the other. And Usyk is about the same with Bud and accomplishments right now. And he got damn near 20 less fights. He did it in 24 fights, bro, compared to 42. So he got in the game and got straight to fucking business, bro. Ain't that something you give Loma so much credit for? Doing all that shit in a short amount of time?
That is correct.
So these are the things I'm giving credence and credit to and trying to shine a light on, not to take away from Bud, but niggas is forgetting just what Usyk been doing, bro. But you go ahead, bro.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So you're harping on this weight, but you yourself just admitted that yes, when they put on more weight, their gas tank or their stamina suffers. When are the rounds that Usyk has dominated these people the most? The
Hold on,
back
who put
half
on
of the
what heavyweight he fight that put on more weight?
Fury.
Fury always weighed
No,
between
but I'm saying
260 and
like
280.
more
He
weight
weighed
than
like
Usyk.
290 something in the
More weight
second
than
Wilder fight, bro.
Usyk. We're talking about more weight than Usyk. Like
But they didn't put on more weight and fuck their gas tank up. Like they always fight
No,
like
but
that.
I'm saying they've always been heavier and struggled in the back half of the fights due to their
Fury,
weight that they
Fury
put
didn't
on.
struggle in the back half of fights. Fury's always had a good gas tank. What are you talking about?
Fury versus
He
Usyk
struggled in the back
definitely
half against Usyk because Usyk was putting paws on his ass.
because of what? The pressure and what he was able to apply, they started to gas themselves out.
But they didn't gas
That's the
themselves
argument. That's
out.
the argument.
Usyk pressed them and made them do that shit
Right,
because
but
he was so cold.
and because
Because if that's the case, Fury would have been able. Fury stopped Deontay Wilder late. Fury
well,
had
that
a
was
great
just
gas
because
tank
they
against
was
multiple
rocking.
fighters,
That
bro.
was just because they was rocking, socking, and Fury himself was knocked down in that fight as well.
And showed a great gas tank and great recovery ability to get
It
up.
had nothing to do with the gas tank. They were
If
just
you don't
punching.
have a
There was
gas
no
tank and you're
defense.
not in shape,
There
you
was
don't get
no
up for what
defense in
Deontay Wilder
that
did,
third
bro.
fight, KO. There was no defense whatsoever in that third fight. The Fury Wilder three. There was defense in that fight, or was they just? It was just
Fury
whoever
had
could
much
take.
better defense than Wilder. Number one.
Okay,
Number
much
two,
better,
and
but that
you got
third
me
fight,
shitting on,
was
you got
there
me
any
shitting on,
defense?
you got me shitting on Deontay Wilder. I don't want to do that shit, bro.
No. I'm
But
just saying. I'm
what
saying specifically
I'm
that
saying
third
is,
fight. They were just
his
punching, and whoever.
power carry late. He was able to get up from knockdowns. He was able to sustain and get stronger as the fight goes on. That was a good gas tank, bro. Fury didn't have gas tank issues until Usyk made him have a gas tank.
Did the power carry late, or was Deontay already still suffering from the effects of the second fight of being?
Both things
So
can be
that's
true.
what I'm saying. You can't say it's attrition. So
Both
yeah,
things can be true, bro.
right. But that's what I'm arguing. You can't say it carried late. It could be like, okay, yeah, he still had lingering
But
effects from that.
you saying that he gasses late when we have no
He
evidence
did
of that
gas against Usyk.
outside of Usyk.
In both fights, he gassed against Usyk.
Because of Usyk's foot feints, his pressure.
Right. You know, being lighter actually still gives you an advantage as well.
He was able to do Tyson Fury like nobody else was able to do him. That's credit.
Being lighter
not
gives you
Fury, bro.
Well, you can say Otto Wilder.
He tried it both ways. He like, nigga, I'm gonna do like I did in the first Wilder fight. I'm gonna come in light. Usyk fucking beat him. Oh shit, nigga, I'm gonna do like I did on the third Deontay Wilder fight. I'm gonna come in heavy. Usyk still fucked him up.
Right, but you don't think there's an advantage to coming in light and being fleet of foot in the heavyweight division? So you can't say there's.
I think it can. I think it can be. I think it can be. But I also think it's a much bigger advantage to be the bigger, stronger man in a fight.
How so? We have examples of Big Baby Miller versus Dubois, who outweighed him by almost 100 pounds. What happened? Like putting the weight has its advantages, it has its disadvantages.
Yeah.
It zeroes out at the end of the day.
It depends on the fighters.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we have Fury, who, you know, like I said, gas is late, great, brilliant fighter, not really the best resume, but you know, cool. And then we have AJ, who the book was already out. Once he gets hit, he goes into his shell. It's easy to trick AJ. Dubois has been knocked out and knocked down several times, but these are the highlights.
I don't want to do that, bro. Because if you're gonna break down the flaws in Joshua, I don't want to start breaking down Earl's flaws or in Dungo's
Earl
flaws
was
or motherfucking
undefeated and
Canelo's
never knocked
flaws.
down, though.
That's cool, but
But I'm
flaws are
saying
flaws.
I'm
Flaws are
pointing out
flaws,
like
bro.
those specific points. Those specific. Earl was undefeated and never
Yeah.
knocked down.
So was
Madrimov was
so was
undefeated,
Maris.
never.
So was Maris Breedis.
That's
So was
cruiserweight.
Glowacki.
I'm giving
So
you.
was Marco Huck.
You
So
know.
was
You
Tyson
know what,
Fury,
KO?
bro.
I'm conceding the cruiserweight division to you. I'm only arguing the heavyweight because I have 3 more divisions to talk about with Bud. You can only talk about the heavyweight division, and even
That
then, I'm
means
poking
so
holes in
much
that.
more because everything in boxing revolves around the heavyweight division, bro.
How
And it
Canelo was
revolves
the
around
cash
the
cow?
heavyweight division because it's the hardest, most unforgiving boxing division in boxing.
Yes, just because everybody up there has power, but as we mentioned,
Let me answer this question. No, I've
yeah,
never picked Usyk to lose, Chris. Never.
okay, and we can at least we know we picked Bud to lose. We know we picked Bud to lose twice in his
Okay.
fights versus never with Usyk. So that feeds the point as well.
But what point does that feed? Maybe people just think Usyk is better than Bud, bro.
No, better than his competition that he fought. We've been knew the book on AJ.
No one ever
Dubois.
doubted. No one doubted Usyk because he's so good, bro.
Right, but that means the competition that he was facing wasn't up to his snuff at the same time as well.
The competition that Bud faced wasn't up to his either, bro.
It was. There was a 50-50 with him and Bud. With him and Earl. A lot of
They
people
consider
picked Canelo.
Usyk and Fury 50-50.
Right,
Usyk and Breedis was considered 50-50 at the time, bro.
I already said I concede one division to you. I'm giving
That
you
don't mean I'm gonna
cruiserweight.
stop. That don't mean I'm gonna stop talking about it while you talk about everything Bud ever done, bro.
No, we're talking about. I said I have 3 divisions to talk about, but you can
What's the
only really
argument?
focus.
What's the argument for Bud, bro?
Multiple division, fought championship fights immediately when he stepped into a division, other than warming up against Witherspoon and warming up against Chisora. Chisora, who was a journeyman in the heavyweight division and could get him
So
ready for that
what
top level
holds more
competition.
weight to you? What holds more weight to you? Moving up and immediately fighting Madrimov, or moving up and immediately fighting motherfucking Jeff Horn, or getting acclimated and then fighting motherfucking Anthony Joshua, bro?
Fighting a champion at the division always is going to hold more weight.
Is there anyone that you know that would argue that Jeff Horn or Madrimov are better fighters than Anthony Joshua, bro?
No. He didn't fight Anthony Joshua first. You have to go to Witherspoon.
What do you mean? I said
you have to go to Chaz Witherspoon.
I know, bro. I'm not saying
fight.
that. I'm saying I'm asking you.
Right.
Your point that you made was Bud moved up and immediately fought champions. Those champions being Madrimov and Jeff Horn at 147. Correct?
Right. Correct.
Okay. Now Usyk moved up and he got acclimated first. But what's better? Moving up, getting acclimated, and then your first shot at the title was Anthony Joshua, or moving up and immediately fighting Jeff Horn, or moving up and immediately fighting Madrimov? Which, like, is there anybody that thinks a Madrimov win or a fucking Jeff Horn win holds more weight than a win over Anthony Joshua? Because remember, the first time that Usyk fought Anthony Joshua had beat everybody he had ever been in the ring with. He only had 1 loss, and he had already avenged that loss. So he beat everybody he ever been in the ring with by the time Usyk fought him.
Right.
So what holds more weight, Jeff Horn and Madrimov or AJ, bro?
Okay,
I'm saying AJ.
Now I'm not arguing the name. I'm not arguing the name. So I would say yes, AJ is the bigger name than those two, of course. But both
he's
of those
also the more accomplished fighter. Fuck names. Did either one of them become a unified champion?
None of them have. Correct.
Were either one of them an Olympic? Were either one of them an Olympic? Is AJ an Olympic gold medalist? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe he is.
So he's an Olympic gold medalist. He beat everyone he ever been in the ring with, and he was a unified champion when Usyk fought him. Don't that hold more weight than Jeff Horn, who got his belt by being gifted to motherfucking Manny Pacquiao? Manny really beat him for real?
Got you. I'm following you. AJ
so
was
which one
knocked
holds
out.
more weight? Moving up and immediately fighting Jeff Horn, or moving up and fighting AJ in like your 3rd or 4th fight, whatever it was? Which one holds more weight?
AJ was knocked out. KO. That's what you're missing.
And he came back and beat the nigga that knocked him out.
AJ prior to that had already shown
He
mental
came back and
vulnerability.
beat the nigga that knocked him out.
Did he beat him in the same fashion as he was prior to being knocked out? Or was it a timid performance that he did against
He
Usyk,
did what he had to
did
do to
against
win.
Ruiz, just to make
So
sure?
now
No.
you care about performances going into the
Yes,
fight. So then I should. So then Bud
performances
shouldn't
have
get any
always
credit for
mattered. That's
Canelo.
what we're arguing, KO.
So Bud shouldn't
Performances
get
have always
any
mattered.
credit going fighting Canelo.
You said what?
So Bud shouldn't get any credit fighting Canelo.
What do you mean? He gets the most credit. He was the underdog.
But you're trying to take credit away from Usyk because of how AJ looked against Andy Ruiz.
Usyk warmed up to heavyweight. That was Bud's first fight at 68.
I understand that, but
So
that's
yes,
not.
that
I
gives you
understand
more
that.
credit.
But you literally just tried, bro, to give credit or take credit away from AJ
because he was knocked out.
Because he was knocked out. Now, I said he came back and he beat the person that knocked him out.
But was it the same fashion that
no,
AJ was
but he
known
knocked
for?
out people after that in the same fashion. He
Was
did
it
what
the
he had to
same
do to
level of
beat Andy
competition?
Ruiz. Now, did Canelo go back and right his wrongs before fighting Bud? Did he get a Bivol rematch in?
He did not. Was the Bivol match at 68?
The Bivol match was at 75. Bivol was willing to fight him.
So
Bivol was willing to fight him at 68. Canelo ducked it. So can I say at the time that AJ couldn't one argue that at the time that Usyk fought Anthony Joshua had showed more heart at that point in his career than what Canelo had showed?
No.
We can't?
You can't, because Canelo has been hit with some shots and has never been knocked.
Didn't AJ try to rematch everybody that he ever lost to?
Yes, because he lost to bums. What do you mean him losing to an Andy Ruiz? We're giving credit to that? Come on,
when did Andy Ruiz become a bum? When did Alexander Usyk
Andy
become a
Ruiz
bum?
was a journeyman prior to that. They just
How many times has Canelo tried to run it back when he looked like shit or he lost?
Was Andy Ruiz a replacement opponent?
Yes.
Who was he supposed to fight?
He was supposed to fight Big Baby Miller, right?
Okay. Now look at Canelo. The fight, he tried to run it back with Floyd. That didn't happen. And then with the Bivol fight, that was at 60. But I'm giving you that point. Yeah, he didn't do that. AJ
All I'm telling you is, bro,
wasn't trying to fight Wilder.
We can't take
AJ
credit
Fury
away from
never
them, bro.
happened. Like
we cannot take credit away from people being unified champions, Olympic gold medalists that beat everybody they ever been in the ring.
I'm not taking that credit away.
And then
I'm
give
saying
credit
that
to a
he
nigga for
was
being
damage
good, bro.
And he did not. So, okay, answer me this. Was AJ the same dominant AJ in the Ruiz rematch that
I already told you no.
Okay, so his fighting style had changed. How many fights did it take?
Has Canelo fight style changed before he fought Bud?
No, Canelo's been the same.
When Canelo didn't used to throw one shot at a time, bro. He used to be way more athletic. He used to throw way more punches.
Older.
His
That's
gas
what
was
happened.
better. So his fight style changed.
A fight didn't change Canelo's style. A fight changed AJ's style.
Come on, bro.
KO.
You discredit AJ style. Some of the same shit that Canelo got going on, and that's not even the debate, bro. You trying to take me down the fucking rabbit hole. I'm out the rabbit hole. What I'm telling you is this, bro. They've accomplished about the same in the goddamn professional ranks. Usyk did it in less time. His run to me was tougher and more impressive, and he's a more decorated amateur. I got him over Bud right now. Bud is right there in the conversation, though. And I think Bud is more skilled. I think Bud is more talented. But just like I think Randy Moss is more talented than Jerry Rice, bro. He is faster, taller, stronger, jump higher. But Jerry was able to do more. Bud is faster, more talented, more skilled. Usyk has done more against better competition to me.
Right, but we're poking holes in that competition.
That is what this conversation is about.
It is. It's when we come to these type of discussions, it's okay, who you fought? Okay, was this the best version of that person? No, we can say that this was a comparable Canelo, especially coming off of a fight against Munguia, Berlanga, Skull. I'll give you that. That was a disappointing
and that's
performance,
his best win.
but it still was a Canelo-esque performance. It wasn't like this was a different fighter.
Canelo is an outstanding win. What I'm trying to get people to understand is what Bud just did to Canelo is nothing but a day in the life of Usyk, nigga. That's all it is. What he just did with Canelo. Hold on, let me finish, bro. Because y'all are tripping. Like, for real, for real. What he just did to Canelo, moving up, is a Timu Usyk accomplishment. I say Timu because Canelo and him the same size, the damn weigh in. So Canelo got to be the same size as Bud when they weigh in, then they go fight the next day. That's some Timu Usyk shit. What he just did with Canelo is what Usyk does all the time at fucking heavyweight. It's what he does at every turn at heavyweight, bro. Every turn. Oh, you fighting a nigga bigger than you? Shit, I do that all the time. Oh, you fighting a nigga that's a champion? Nigga, I do that all the time. The difference is you get to weigh in the same of the niggas you doing that to. The difference is the niggas that you doing it to, you still taller than them. You still got a longer reach than them. You still got certain advantages over them. I have no advantages over Tyson Fury, physically. None whatsoever, bro. I'm not taller than this nigga. I don't have a longer arm reach than this nigga. I'm not heavier than this nigga. I have no physical advantages, bro. I have zero physical advantages over Daniel Dubois. He bigger than me, stronger than me, taller than me.
He was faster and quicker.
I have no physical advantages over none of these niggas, bro.
KO. That matters. He was faster and quicker than all these people. You mentioned about the resume. None of the people Bud fought had never.
So was Bud. He was faster and quicker than them niggas too.
But none
except
of them
they didn't outweigh him by 50, 60 pounds.
Taken a knee, or none of them had been knocked out.
I can't believe y'all, bro.
Down. That's
I cannot believe y'all shitting on Usyk like this, bro. I cannot believe y'all shitting on Usyk like this.
It's just when you're arguing GOAT, it's fine hairs. We just splitting hairs.
Shout out to Drink More Water. Shout out to Drink More Water with the 5-piece in the super chat. He says, you pick Bud to lose his 2 biggest fights. You haven't picked Usyk to lose to anyone. Nothing else needs to be said. Low-key hater is KO. I'm not a low-key hater. I don't like Bud at all. I admit that. But I ain't a hater, though. Tell me what I'm lying about, bro. I picked Usyk to win because I think he's that much better than the people that, you know what I'm saying, that he fighting.
Because why?
I picked Bud to lose because I thought Bud had holes in his game that's obviously not there. That nigga be working. And shout out to him. I give him all the credit in the world. But you're not going to tell me what he done is more impressive than what Usyk did, bro. You could tell me it looked better. You could tell me he passed your eye test better. You could tell me that he's more talented, but you can't tell me he accomplished more. You can't tell me he had a higher level of difficulty, bro.
The division in order to get a belt. Usyk did. Usyk had to warm up.
Okay. So did Bud at 147. What's your point? So did he at 140. What's your point?
Bud got a belt immediately at 47.
He had to warm up to get the Earl, bro.
He got a belt immediately at 47. You cannot say that about Usyk.
He had to warm up to unify just like Usyk did.
Usyk had to warm up to even contend for a title. That is not the same as
he warmed up to contend for multiple titles.
Undisputed. He could have
warmed up to
contended
contend for multiple titles. 1, 2, 3 at a time. Warmed up.
Again, he had to warm up, right?
Yeah. So did Bud.
That's not the same as immediately contending. He had that option on the table.
I hear you. There's nothing more impressive than beating somebody that's bigger and stronger than you.
That has a worse gas tank than you and is less quick, you're the best.
How does Tyson Fury have a worse gas tank than Usyk, bro?
KO, you already conceded.
When has he ever shown a bad gas tank, bro?
That Tyson Fury gas.
What y'all are doing, bro, is y'all are taking what we know is common, like, knowledge in boxing. Y'all trying to act like it don't exist. Y'all trying to act like it don't exist. The reason that people call the heavyweight jump the toughest in boxing is because the jump that Bud Crawford did is the jump that a heavyweight would have to do in one goddamn fight. So when you go from 135 to 168 in the span of a 20+ year career, however long, I think he's been fighting professional since he was 19 years old. When your weight jump from 135, 140, 147, 154, 160, 168, you jump up 6 or 7 weight classes throughout your entire career. That shit is great. That shit is fire. That's 19 to 38, bro. You jumped up from 135 to 168. That is great. What I'm trying to get y'all to see is that is nothing but a day in the life of Alexander Usyk at heavyweight, bro. That's all I'm trying to get you to see. A nigga went from weighing in. A nigga went from fighting niggas that weigh in at 200 pounds to fighting niggas that weigh in 280 pounds, bro.
Right, but that doesn't have a discernible advantage.
And then when they weigh in at 280, since the weight class is unlimited, they get to weigh in that, and as big as he can get is 225. Wake me up when you can tell me that Bud Crawford weighed in at 168 and he fought Jai Opataya weighing in at 200 pounds and whooped his ass. Wake me up when I can see that.
With putting on that much weight, that siphons the gas tank. That means you're
no,
not as quick
I'm talking
on
about
the
natural.
draw.
You're not putting on weight, bro. You keep lying, fam. You keep lying. You keep lying, bro. AJ did not put on any. No, hold on, fam. Hold on. AJ did not put on any extra weight to fight Usyk.
And who was quicker?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Neither did Daniel Dubois. Neither did motherfucking Tyson Fury. They didn't put on extra weight. They just naturally that big. So what I'm telling you is what Usyk goes up against by fighting them is what we would have to say, okay, bud, you weigh 168 or whatever your natural weight is, 170, whatever your natural weight is. You fight this nigga whose natural weight is 200, 215 or whatever it is, and he gets to weigh in that. He don't got to cut no weight. He don't got to do nothing. He gets to weigh in that. And you 5'8", he's 6'2". And you got a 74-inch arm reach. He got an 81-inch arm reach. Go do that. And that'll be what Usyk has done on a regular fucking basis. That's all I'm telling you, bro.
Right, KO, but there's advantages to being the lighter fighter as well.
You can take advantage of
zero. The weight issue is a
and I'm not calling for him to fight these guys, by the way, anybody in the chat. But what I'm telling you is, though people shy away from that for a reason, truth. There is a reason people shrink weight to stay as little as possible for as long as possible. There's a reason that guys only have a certain limit that they're willing to go up. There's a reason that Bud Crawford said no when they asked him about David Benavidez for some of those same reasons that I'm giving Usyk praise for. Why would he say no to David? He's more experienced than him. He's more skilled than him. He's more talented than him. Why would he say no? I don't know. Because maybe the nigga 6'2". Maybe because the nigga naturally is 30, 40 pounds heavier than him. Maybe because the nigga got a 77, 78-inch arm reach. Maybe.
I think
because
it's mainly because David doesn't present the same bag that Canelo does. David doesn't present the same bag that Canelo does.
I know. He presents something.
That has nothing to do with the actual fight.
He presents something that is much more difficult to deal with: size, reach, and strength. That is why guys try to cut weight for size, reach, and strength advantages. It's the reason Devin Haney stayed at 135 for so long. For a arm reach, height reach, size, and strength advantage. Usyk gives all of that shit up on a regular basis. You can't say that about any other fighter.
To be quicker and faster, KO. You're missing that part. It's cool if you have all that strength if you don't have the delivery system. When Bud
Crawford fought in Dungo, who was quicker?
That's at 140. You're comparing the heavyweight division.
Bro? Who was quicker? Who was quicker?
Bud was quicker.
Who was stronger?
Probably Bud.
Who was faster?
Probably Bud. The stronger point.
When he fought Gamboa, who was stronger?
What belt was that for?
When he fought Gamboa, who was stronger?
Okay, Bud.
Who was faster?
Bud.
Who was quicker?
You can say Bud.
When he fought Earl Spence that night of the fight, who was quicker?
Bud.
Who was stronger?
Bud.
Who was faster?
Bud.
Who had the long arm reach?
I would say Bud.
You ain't got to say it. It's on box rec.
Oh, okay. I ain't looking at it.
I'm telling you, Bud Crawford is very impressive.
Got you. Now,
he's never given up. He's never given up the physical. He's never given up the physical advantages that Usyk has given up. That's all I'm saying to y'all, bro. He's never done it, and he'll never have to. And I'm not calling for him to do it. I'm just simply saying, for you to get over Usyk, you got to do a little bit more. You right there. It's 1A and 1B. He right there, but you can't put him over Usyk.
So was Bud quicker than Majimov?
Yes.
No, he was not. Bud was getting popped with the jab the entire night. Did Bud have better feet than Majimov?
You didn't ask me better feet. You said quicker.
I added. I was added like how you did. I added another category.
Madrimov had better feet than him.
Okay, who was stronger that night?
Bud Crawford.
Madrimov was stronger than Bud.
No, Bud Crawford was.
Madrimov was stronger than Bud.
Madrimov didn't react to Bud Crawford punches and power and strength the way that most fighters did at 147, but he still reacted way more than what Bud did.
What is way more? He pushed Bud into the corner.
When Bud Crawford punched him, he backed the fuck up off of him.
Okay,
when Bud Crawford landed on him, Bud Crawford's power and punches affected him way more, bro.
When Madrimov punched Bud, he backed up. I can use that same argument for Madrimov.
Can you concede? Because I have to open up the panel.
Yeah.
Will you concede this point that I'm trying to make? And it's my biggest point.
Okay.
Will you concede that when it comes to level of difficulty, that what Alexander Usyk has done has been more of a difficult challenge than what Bud Crawford has done throughout their careers?
I disagree.
Okay.
Just because Usyk,
we're gonna have to agree
lighter and quick. Yeah. But it was a good cook, though. It was a good cook.
But when you say, and I really want to say this, bro, when y'all tell me that Usyk has the lighter and quicker feet than the heavyweights, y'all are right. You're right. Bud Crawford also has had the lighter and quicker feet than everybody he's fought. Maybe outside of Madrimov. Maybe outside of him. But he's also had, not only has he been quicker than them, he's also been bigger than a lot of them, bro. He's also been stronger than a lot of them. He's never given up the amount of advantages that Usyk has given up. That's what I'm saying, bro. And when the accomplishments are about a wash, you can give, they're both 3-time undisputed. Bud's done it in multiple weight classes. But then when you look at who they did it to and the conditions with which they did it in, I'm leaning Usyk. And then when you peel back the extra layer of their entire careers to include amateurs, and you look at what Usyk did compared to what Bud did, bro, it's Usyk, fam. It's Usyk. It's all I'm telling y'all, bro. Shout out to Juke, though. 20p, you can stay up here, Truth. I'm about to open up the panel. Shout out to Juke with the 20 piece in the super chat. She say, Bud and Usyk are both great. Facts. As a heavyweight, Usyk is the king of boxing. Bud is pound for pound number 1. Heavyweight is a different animal and don't get the benefit of weight protections. Pound for pound was created to give smaller guys flowers outside of the king. I ain't mad at that super chat. Jalen James with the 5 piece in the super chat. Bud has more belts and achievements. Wouldn't he be Jerry? By your logic, if Usyk was in Floyd era, he would be the GOAT over Floyd. No, because the argument is the people that they fought, Jalen. It's not just level of difficulty. It's also you taking belts one by one. You defending your belts. Who you fought. How did you get your belts? Who did you get them against on top of all the other shit that I named? People will have a hard time passing Floyd, including Usyk, for some of the same reasons that Bud has a hard time passing Usyk to me. For some of the same reasons that Monster is having a hard time passing Bud. People will have a hard time with Floyd because of who Floyd fought. And the difficulty of the people that he fought. All those Hall of Famers, all those champions. What's going against Bud is that he really got 2 fights that you can call to. Canelo and Earl, bro. Outside of that, it's mid, bro. It's mid. That's why he's having a hard time being considered the GOAT of this era. To me, if he had Keith Thurman, if he got Sean Porter earlier, if he got Kell Brook before Earl, if he got Earl before all of that shit, if he had a stop at 154 and got another name outside of Madrimov, another champion, unified there, then went up to 168. Now you're talking. Now you're cooking with fish grease, which is why I say if he do some shit like this at 160, then now Usyk has a hard time catching up. Why? Because you done already pretty much done it, homie. See, Usyk is pretty much done, y'all. What are you going to do, fight Fury again? Defend against Joseph Parker? That ain't going to move the needle. Bud is right there with him, and Bud can move the needle more by going to 160 and doing something else crazy. Now it's like, all right, Usyk, like the AJ shit was cool. Fury shit was cool. You got Dubois twice. You got your belts back. You undisputed again. You defended against Joseph Parker. Bud went and took Janabek shit. Oh, you defending against somebody else again? Bud just took Carlos Adames shit. Now it's like, all right, nigga, it's over with. Conversation's fucking over. But until that happens, I got Usyk, bro. Big Dog Willie with the 2-piece. He says Canelo is better than anyone on Usyk's opponent. Okay. One fight don't do it for me, Big Dog Willie. Sosco Factory, 2-piece, no business super chat. Bud is the best of this era. Case closed. 3-time undisputed. Nah, bro. He's not. And I've explained why. Juke with the 5-piece in the super chat. If it was an advantage being smaller, cruiserweight wouldn't exist. And no one would complain about hydration limits. No one would cut more than 5 pounds. We got Trap Band with the 2-piece in the super chat. He says absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel.
That's a red herring, by the way. Cruiserweight and being lighter versus compared to a heavyweight is different than other cruiserweights. So
KO, you can't just admit Bud was better and made great fighters look average. He is better than everybody in this era from a skill set perspective, in my opinion. He is better and more talented than Alexander Usyk, in my opinion. Usyk is on the GOAT list of this era over him because of what he accomplished, bro, in my opinion. I think he's a more talented and more skilled fighter. I don't know what y'all want me to do. I think that Randy Moss is a better and more talented receiver than Jerry Rice. He just didn't do more, bro. He just didn't do more. I think that Barry Sanders is a better and more accomplished and just more talented running back than Emmitt Smith. Y'all see the Cowboy shit behind me. He just wasn't able to do more for whatever reason. For whatever reason, bro. I'm not saying you can go wrong with either one. I'm just simply saying I got Usyk. And I want to be straight with Drink More Water and all you Bud fans. Is it, if you don't call Bud the GOAT of this era, you a hater? That's just what we doing? Regardless of the facts, regardless of the argument I laid out, if you don't call him the GOAT of this era, you just a hater? Is that what it is?
I don't think it's definitely an argument. I don't think you're a hater though.
No, I'm talking to the Bud fans because that's what I'm getting in the chat. To all my Bud buddies in this bitch, all my peoples, all my homies, all my homettes. If you don't call Bud the GOAT of this era, you just hating on him? Is that what we doing?
You know they had an all-time high on that Bud, KO. You gotta ignore them, man. It's their day, but you gotta ignore them.
Okay. All right. I say that about fighters that I don't like too. I mean that I do like too, bro. Y'all just take it to heart. Y'all just take it to heart when it's y'all favorites, and I get it, bro. But let me open up the panel. We got a little bit of time left. I get it, bro. Y'all just, when it's y'all favorites and shit, y'all get tight. I talk about how great Tank is, and I always say, but I want to see this. I want to see that. Y'all have no problem when it's him. I like David Benavidez a lot, but Jesse Bam Rodriguez is great, but I want to see him do this. Abdullah Mason is great, but I want to see, like, y'all just tight, bro. It's cool. I love y'all too, man. Got love for y'all too. Panel is now open. Let me let y'all up here, man. I want to go with I'm gonna go with Boxing Hacker. Boxing Hacker, go ahead, bro. What's up?
What's up, KO? What's up?
I'm chilling, fam. I'm chilling. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think the argument is fair. It really depends how you look at it, right? Like if you just go with accolades alone, you say it's Bud. If you go with who fought better competition, there's an argument to be had because Usyk fought like the top heavyweights. You know, it's, to me they're both amazing. Like I don't see an issue with Usyk with somebody saying Usyk's better, but I think objectively speaking, you have to say Bud is better just because accolades are more objective than, you know, this person's better than that person. but yeah, I think like if somebody said, "Oh, I think Usyk is better," Usyk is a phenomenal fighter. You know, I think he was phenomenal, light heavy and heavy. So
all right, Smoke, talk to me, Smoke. What up, bro?
Ain't much, man. All I would say is that
guy that you making the case for said Bud is the best. And I know with you, less is more. Everybody, the more they talk, the more you're gonna annihilate their ass. Go ahead and say nothing else.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. He did indeed say that, but I don't really give a fuck what he said, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, yo, what up?
I don't care what he said. I'm gonna go off the facts. Like I think because you could say he just being humble. He just a humble dude. So you don't know what a motherfucker really mean. I seen Tom Brady call Peyton Manning the GOAT before. I seen Tiger Woods say Bobby Jones is the greatest golfer of all time, bro. I seen Serena Williams call somebody else the GOAT of tennis, bro.
But KO, Usyk said that before he fought Bud, right?
I don't put no stock in what he said. I'm gonna go off the facts, bro, and what they actually did. So I'm not really. But shout out to my dog Smoke. He right. That nigga did say that. What'd you say, Hustle Man?
I said he said that before he fought Canelo too. Bud fought Canelo.
No, he said that shit a while ago. Yeah, he said.
But I want to ask you a question. So KO, if Bud's resume,
this question, y'all are acting like I haven't already. I told y'all what this was gonna do before this. I said it puts him in the conversation. So now niggas acting surprised. Before he fought Canelo, I said if he beats Canelo, he'll be in the conversation with Usyk, but I still have Usyk. But he'd be a lot closer. I told y'all this before the fight. Now niggas is acting surprised. But go ahead, Hustle Man. What's up?
I mean, I just feel like, like I said in the chat, why niggas breathing hard like that?
I don't know. Go ahead, bro.
That's somebody having a stroke.
Yeah, something going on. But KO, if Bud wasn't being ducked, I don't believe you could say what you're saying about, he would have fought the people he wanted to fight.
Man, wasn't nobody ducking Bud.
Since that's not true, and you know that. That's sad that you
ain't nobody ducking Bud. Come on.
So whether he got ducked or not, it's cool.
I mean, but the whole point I'm trying to say is though, if those fighters did not, Danny Garcia, hold on, Danny Garcia.
If Bo Jackson would have never,
no, we ain't doing that. We can't do that, KO.
Who would have been the GOAT running back, bro?
But no, he can't. You can't do that. He was ducked. Everybody knows he was ducked, bro.
If Barry Sanders would have decided to keep playing instead of retiring, then what, bro? Like whether or not you can't do that, so you can only go off of what they did.
Who ducked Usyk? Nobody.
Oh shit. Hey, 86. Hey, can I see my opinion real quick, brothers?
Because I don't want to.
Hey, can I see my opinion real quick?
Hold on, fam. I don't want to miss this point. What I'm saying, Blue Hustle Man, is that argument doesn't hold weight in this conversation because it's not about a who ducked who. When we have these types of conversations, these GOAT conversations, which Bud Crawford and Alexander Usyk have earned the right to have for us to have, we can't talk about what ifs, bro. Can't talk about that. We got to talk about what they actually did, bro.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because you brought up the resume. You said
niggas ain't like, yo, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but if Len Bias would have never died before he made it to the NBA, nigga, he probably the GOAT. So I'm gonna argue for Len Bias to be the GOAT. Like niggas ain't doing that in other sports, bro. We can't do that here.
That's a good one. That's a good one, KO.
So check this out. The only reason why I'm saying that, KO, is because you brought up, how many fights Usyk has versus Bud. And I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, I see what you're saying. But if these fighters would have fought him, he wouldn't even probably have to have that many fights. He wouldn't have to go out there.
He still would have close to 40 fights. What are you talking about?
I mean, but his resume would be way thicker. It would be, he would be higher.
Not nobody 168, right?
Hold on, fam. When somebody ducked him, he still fought around the same timeline, bro.
Hey, 66.
So he didn't miss out. Hold on, fam. He didn't miss out on fights, fam. That doesn't make any sense. I got to go to the next Blue Hustle Man, but that don't make no sense because if you want to say that Danny Garcia ducked him in whatever year he ducked him, he still got another fight. If you want to say Sean Porter ducked him,
but it wasn't a fight. It wasn't a fight of credibility where he can say that's a name. It was a fight where he had to basically go out there and sought out for somebody. They came to him and said, hey, these are the only people that want to fight you right now. Which one do you want, basically?
You said he wouldn't have the same amount of fights. No, he'd have the same amount of fights. His resume would just be way better, bro.
Well, I mean, you know what? I don't know if he would have the same amount of fights, but his resume will be better, and there's no way that anybody can say. That's what I'm trying. That's my point. His resume will be better.
Would he still have at least 10 more fights than Usyk? Can we say he'd at least have 34 fights?
Yeah, I don't mind saying that. I don't have no problem saying that. But no matter what,
Let me see what Roland talking about. Roland,
We're
what's
going.
up?
Yeah, when we go to open panel, I want to ask you another question. It's all good.
Roland,
Hey,
what's
what
up?
up,
Roland with the
86?
point.
Hey, what up, 86? Nah, man, I'll make it quick, man, because I mean, I know it's against the grain, but honestly, though, like this is what makes us honestly more sharp. You know, like we always gotta have somebody think a little bit something differently. I did believe that Canelo won the fight. I ain't gonna lie.
You
The
said you
reason
believe he
why,
did. You believe he won the fight?
yeah, I did. I
Hell
swear I
no.
did. The reason why, look, the reason
Hell
why is
no.
because I feel like. Hold on, wait, hold on.
Y'all
Give me a
call
second,
me a
give me a
hater
second.
though. Hell no. Go ahead, bro.
I don't get 15 seconds. Damn.
Nah, you
What?
got it, bro. I'm gonna be quiet. Tell me why.
All right. Yeah, I didn't put my face on this one because you think I'm lying. So, yo, let me say this then. Look, I believe Canelo won the fight for this reason. I think that he truly was, man, the one that was on the aggressor mode, which I always believe that counterpunching was easier than being the one who's you gotta be the first punch you throw, you know. Counter Canelo's a beast, man. If Canelo was to sit there and want to counter with Bud all night, they'd be in the middle of the ring like, who's going first? Who's going first? You know. But hey, look at that fight, man. Canelo was running up on Bud the whole fight. That shit was strange, honestly. I thought he was moving too fast. Honestly, I was thinking as I'm watching, it's like, man, slow the fuck down, Canelo. Like Canelo was like. He's trying to run up, dude. Like, damn, why you running up on him for? Like, relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but Canelo was one running up, man. But hey,
So
look, you know
because he
what?
was
Look.
because he
Hold
was
on,
running up,
long story short,
because he was
Canelo's not a
running
hater,
up.
dude. Canelo's not a hater, so Bud should get his flowers because Bud deserves it. You know, like from his whole career. But as far as like being a 168 champion, Bud can't be no 168 champion, dog.
He just beat
Hey,
the
I
only
said,
champion in the
hey, if
division.
Martian was to come down and be like, we need.
No, ain't no Martian. Bro, get the fuck, bro.
What the fuck is dude
Roland,
talking
you
about?
got,
What the
bro.
fuck was that, yo?
Roland, hell no.
Who the fuck was
Double
that, bro?
splash,
Like, what?
2 piece and
Seriously?
that says my brother Bud masterclass performance. Juke, what you got for the show, Juke?
What the fuck was that all about?
That was diabolical, man.
Hey, I was gonna say, like, I think Bud did his thing, and I think that he definitely probably got the performance of the year. So far, this argument, I feel like this argument is a little bit premature because we don't know if Bud's done, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
So he could go on to do more. I don't think that you're hating. I don't think you're hating on Bud. Like I said, I love Bud. I'm so happy I've been talking my shit to so many people. Oh my God. So, but I just think that I get what you're saying when it comes to Usyk because heavyweight is a different animal. And if you think about it, like I get it, like, oh, he moved these different weight classes, right? But the difference is you have months to prepare to move up those different weight classes. At heavyweight, you have about 18 hours to decide, okay, how am I going to play this? Because you can prepare all you want. You don't know if that person's going to come in heavy. They could be heavy and sloppy. They can be heavy and conditioned. I've seen Fury come in heavy and conditioned. He did it to Wilder, used his weight against him. You don't know what you're getting until the day before the fight. Versus if you're moving up, there's protections. And that's why back in the day, the pound for pound was supposed to be separate from heavyweights, which is why I don't have Bud is my pound for pound number one, and he has been for the last few years. I don't put heavyweights on my pound for pound. I'm kind of old school. I know they started to do that when Tyson came in, but I think that's the reason why. That's why this argument's ensuing. But either way, I mean, you can argue either way. But and also one more thing, I know people saying, "Oh, Canelo's a better win." Skill for skill, I don't know if Canelo's better than Fury. Only because Canelo has his feet are really slow, and one thing Fury can do is move around, which is impressive at that size. But either way, I get both sides, but I can understand why you argue for Usyk is the best of the era. And I'm done.
Yeah, I think Bud can catch him though if he ain't done fighting. He can still catch
He
him,
can
but
possibly catch him, but he would have to do something extra, in my opinion.
yeah, I got you. Rich, what's up, homie?
Hey, what's going on, KO, man? I don't have a problem with you picking Usyk. You know, he's phenomenal. I think that's subjective. But what I would say, and the points that you gave, the point I think you probably got the best point is the resume. If we can, debate that. But what I would, if I was debating you, I would say this about the weight. You said, well, Usyk fighting guys is bigger, and that's true. But I would say Well, he's doing that by choice because if the opponent is weighing 260, Usyk can come in at 260 because he's a heavyweight. So if he's choosing to come in light, that might be his strategy to come in lighter. Because like I said, we've seen heavyweights come in at different weights.
You can't get no bigger, bro.
Okay, so now that might be true, but say if Terence Crawford feels comfortable at 156, he has no choice but to gain 168. He got to stress his body and he got to gain the weight. Usyk don't have to stress his body.
No, you don't. They can get an exemption. They can get an exemption. They can give him an exemption if he want to fight close to his natural weight and he don't want to put on all that extra muscle.
Well, we just saying in a vacuum he has to gain the weight because you say he fight that everybody gonna weigh the same weight for Crawford.
Can't say that because he said he walk around like 180, 186.
168 the max.
Okay, well, all I'm saying, he either got to lose. Okay, but he got to lose weight or gain weight. He's gonna stress his body. At heavyweight, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
His opponent is having to go through the same thing he go through though.
But I'm just saying, if Canelo's a natural 168, that's going to be comfortable. If Crawford want to fight him, he got to gain the weight. Oh, but that's just one point I'm saying on the weight. As far as him going somewhere to beat somebody on their floor at their home country, it just sounds like to me that he's the B side. So Terence Crawford was the B side, but because he didn't have to go out of town to fight Errol Spence, or he didn't have to go out of country to fight Canelo, it's like we penalizing him for that. But
no, it's not a penalty, bro. It's just more impressive when that's something that you have to do. That's just a notch on Usyk belt. It's not a penalty, bro. It's just like Bud did something that Usyk can't do. Like Usyk got these big moments or whatever, but he don't have like Bud got the biggest moment against Earl. Like he knocked Earl out. He beat him up and stopped him. Like Usyk didn't beat up Fury and get the stoppage. He almost did, but he didn't close the deal like Bud closed the deal. So Bud got some notches in his belt. If I was arguing for Bud, I would argue his performances. I would argue that he did it more clear and more cleanly. I would argue that he's so good that he made guys that were better than the guys Usyk fight look ordinary. If I were gonna argue for Bud. These are the things I will be pointing out. I will be pointing out the fact that somebody said it, and salute to them. I think it was who can't remember said it. Smoke said it. I will point out the fact that Usyk himself said that that Bud is the one that that is better between the two. I will point that out. Those are the arguments for Bud Crawford, right? The way that he's doing it, but the actual difficulty of doing it. It goes in Usyk's favor, and I'm gonna respect Usyk and his level of difficulty because of how hard it is to go up there at heavyweight and do that shit. But Bud Crawford is right there, and I think he can get there. I'm not even saying he gotta unify at 160. If he beats like a Janabek or even a Carlos Adames, I think that's it. Case closed, conversation over. I think that's it. Usyk still slightly got the edge now. That's all I'm saying. But look, it's 10:30. We live Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to Miss KO. Shout out to all my Bud fans in the chat. Y'all enjoy y'all victory.
I ain't get to see nothing.
Y'all boy, it's late. Next time when you come up on Wednesday, Enigma, I'm gonna come to you first. No matter what.
All right.
Yeah, got late.
Bud Crawford.
Wait a minute, boy.
Word. Everybody, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night, and we will be live Wednesday night at 7:30. Salute to all the Bud Buddies, man. Salute to all the Bud Buddies, man. Y'all enjoy y'all victory lap. Y'all enjoy that shit. Shout out to Miss KO and everybody in the chat. I'll see y'all soon. We out of here. Peace.